How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, how y'all doing tonight? Welcome back. Welcome back. Hope everybody is having a good one. We got ourselves more 5v5 1v1 duels today on the horizon, on the up and up. Boys, tonight we got a bunch of geared competitors and champions walking in with all the newest class changes, with like mostly survivability nerfs that we saw recently. Even, you know what, even if with the survivability nerfs, I still feel like Fury Warriors and even Rogues are quite deadly. You may even say that the nerfs were, I mean, they're pretty strong, but they were necessary. And even then, I'm not surprised they didn't even like do even more nerfs, because Rogue still feels like very survivable. Just no longer like super cheesy. But I guess tonight we'll see if Gloosh is around a sub. We'll see if those multiple dance charges on sub and multiple vanishes will be enough to keep him alive the entire time. But that healing, I mean, I don't know. Like maybe in duels that will still be really strong because of resets. You're just resetting completely anyway. But we'll see, right? How y'all doing? Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a good one. We got ourselves Dragonflight Beta. Dragonflight Beta updating? Huh? Yeah, apparently Dragonflight Beta is updating too. We got a pre-patch of PTR stuff. Oh, that was quick. PTR stuff on the horizon, right? New stuff with class changes, big ones, lots of new talents. We also have the trading post, a brand new feature. So that should be pretty good. Then we got even more little features like transmog in white and gray quality gear, so that's making a comeback. Also, that one bug where players could transmogrify their artifact weapons with enchants and appearances, that's also, that bug is actually becoming a feature. Trading post is pretty big, where every single time you every month you subscribe, you're gonna get that currency so you can get cosmetics, and you can do in-game events to also get even more cosmetics. And oh my god, the game is done and we should be good to go. Boys, tonight I gotta get another raid. Can you guys believe it? This week is gonna be hell for me, man. I got raids after raids after raids after raids. Yeah, and nighttime is kind of where I get a lot of my work done, so I'm basically not sleeping, always working, and big hurty. That's eventually, that is gonna catch up with me, so I need to at least drink a lot more water. Am I logging on to the wrong server? EU, that's the one I need. 6 screenshots from you, LMAO. Yeah, you like it? Hell yeah, my man, hell yeah. Now, what was the song earlier? Is that gonna be loud? That is gonna be loud. Here we go. Why does it say all the servers are incompatible? Is there a new update? Hold on. Chat, this is what I saw when I logged in. Incompatible. Is there yet another update? There is! Now there's an, oh my god. Okay, I got yet another update, boys. Uno más. One more. Oh my god. Updated beta, updated PTR. I thought I updated everything just now before the stream. Another one. Another one. What'd you guys do on you? What'd you guys break, man? You guys broke something. They're fixing it immediately. Water? Yeah, plenty of water, plenty of coffee. All be good. What's up, Nero? How you man? Oh, my woo man, I guess, yeah. Hey, how's it going? What's up, bro? Husky Jesus, we're ready? I know. I'll try to get you guys. Jesus, I'll try to hop on as soon as I can. We'll get the doors up and running. Your team is ready. We'll see if we can get a second team up and running, and we'll queue us up in just a moment as soon as it's done recording. Chat. Last week's duels on EU. Remember how I was having some, if you were there, I was having some technical difficulties that day. Is it done? Can I actually log in? I was having technical difficulties that day, and basically majority of that footage was not usable. I showed Karen what it looked like. It was just a laggy, frame dropping mess. It was absolutely not usable. So I'm surprised I was able to squeeze as many vids out of the EU as I was, but man, was it just painful. It was pain. But okay, I think it should be ready. I think I should, hopefully, cross my fingers, hopefully I can actually do this on a level 6 character. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to, but like maybe it's like a season thing where I have to be on a max level. Even though I don't think that's true. At the time in Shadowlands, I felt like it was true, where I had to be on a max level character to be able to do it. But it might have been something else that was bugging on me. Who knows, honestly. That should be good. Jesus. Ready? Do we have a second group for 5V5 1v1 Duels, boys? That is my question. If we have a second one, I can put one together real quickly. We're gonna do it in the Raids Legacy section 5V5 1v1 Duels. You guys are more than welcome to join in. Gonna throw it up for Molten Core. If you guys want to find the second group for 5V5 1v1 Duels, it's gonna be in the Dungeons Raids Molten Core section. You guys are more than welcome to hop on over there if you want to. I'll try to see if I can put one together. I'm just worried we'll have more fun in the future. A big buff for PTR servers. You think so? Is Arms set to have a buff? Wait, really? Arms will have a good future. We have big buffs of PTR. I gotta look at those too. Yeah, Arms did get buffs. I did kind of like gloss over those, but really quickly. We got Karis, we got Kiosco. I guess I'll make Kiosco lead here in this one, yeah? I'll need to make one of you boys lead for this group. But second group up in LFG, if you guys want to join in. Alliance and Horde are welcome, by the way. Any new competitors, welcome. They also added a scaling. If you are a certain item level, like, and if you don't have a lot of PvP gear, your PvP gear will now upscale to a bare minimum, which is so good. When did they add this, actually? It was like a hotfix recently, wasn't it? Let me see if I can find it real quickly. Real quick. There's a lot of stuff I gotta go through. They added a purple, magenta Cloud Serpent mount for the chain post. Already we know stuff. Wow, cool, huge. Where do I find the hotfixes? Is this it? The December hotfix? Because one of them has a PvP change. Boxes, NG, scaling. No scaling. Next one. There's a lot of them, man. Try to parse through them among all of the new 10.0.5. By the way, thoughts on the 10.05 patch? Thoughts, by the way, thoughts? I'm excited. I'm excited that we have like new information regarding a 10.05 before like this week is over. This is really good to see. The fact that like, hey, we got even more stuff on the horizon, so don't worry. This is good. This is really good. Can't wait to test it out once it's on PTR. Is this one? Quaking affix, PvP scaling, issue display in PvP, solo shuffle. No, it's one of those hotfixes. Wait, can I just? Is it a full list of hotfixes? Scale. Okay, here we go. There it is. Gear of item level 312. Or higher will be upscaled to 359 in instance PvP. So at least they're trying to start out with a decent-ish, small-ish, somewhat of a PvP item level. It's not amazing though, compared to 411s. Alright, we're looking for 2 more on the group. By the way, wow, it's so dead out here. That war mode on too. My goodness. Yeah, this server in particular for PvP is dead. I mean, probably there's people out in the open world, maybe. But yeah, we're looking for more. If you guys want to join in, more than welcome to, boys. What's up, again? What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Hope you have a good one. Let me see if I can scour through the regulars over on the EU. Who do I have? ASAP Turk. Is he EU? Different region. So he's an A. So I need like Arc. I need people with this right here. Does Enter want to join in? By chance? Hey, Enter. Hey, and so we We are hosting some 5V5 1v1 duels this evening. Would you be interested in joining some? I'll ask all of my favorite regular boys, and that's all of you boys. We got another evoker. I like how many evokers we got here. That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool. If we can get more evokers, the merrier. I would like to get like a full game of evokers if I can, though. Aspect potentially. Atho would probably. Atho would join in. That or he's only the team. Avant-Garde, Aventus. I don't want to be like, oh man, you know what? Now that the season started, I don't want to like start bothering people that are inside of an arena, but it's like I want to ask around, you know what I mean? Wow, there's a lot of people on here that are chilling. Belly, you joined for some duels? Hey Belly, you joining in some duels this evening? He was probably with the other team, isn't he? There's Ben, potential. I don't. Bug Rika. Wow, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. Dude, everybody's back. That is so weird. True the Fat? And Bonnie? And Bonnie? Oh, he's on Halls of Valor. I'm not gonna bother him. Hey, Fame. Enter? You sure? Yo, I got the group, boys. We got the group right here. Hey! Enter. Here we go. Wait. Raid. And then Anto is... Does that work? I don't think it worked. Anto. Must have a ranger weapon equipped. Trying to invite him. Actually, yeah. Okay. Wait. You still have one slot open? Currently we just filled, but I will get you in as soon as a spot is open. And we got more people trying to join in. Gloosh! Oh no, I want to get you in, but I gotta get Antu in here. Hold on. Oh my god, why is I'm unable to invite Antu? Okay, now I'm inviting him. Has joined. Okay, now we're good. All right, sorry about that. I'll make a build then. Awesome. Awesome. Hell yeah. So we got to answer and Bailey join in. Let's go, boys. So Kiosko, I'm gonna make a lead for this one. I'm gonna run this like this. I'm gonna delist the group. I'm gonna make you lead. Which one are you, Kiosko? There you are. Kiosko, could you whisper me on Real ID really quickly, just so I have your name out here on my screen? It just makes it so much easier. I'm really bad with Real ID stuff. What's your Real ID actually? Is it just Kiosko? Or no, it's something else. I gotta look by name then. Oh no. Neuroni, how you doing? Jot, Reverence, DG Flex, Sentry. Where my man at? Where my man at? Casey's on? Dude, everybody's back to the game. Oh my god. Where is Kiosko actually? Hold on, I'm looking. I have a hawk here. I got a lot of people on this Real ID group, boys. A lot of people. Wait, your name would be grayed out. That's why I'm looking for people that are not grayed out. Abe. That's the one. Yeah, I don't know why I don't remember the Abe Fisker, because I think of Abe Lincoln. You good, my guy? You good? Yeah, that's someone's fault, honestly. Actually, I do want to check if, let's say, it's maybe it's my stream settings. No, I do have low latency. Okay, we're good. I was thinking maybe it was a low latency thing or a high latency thing. Yeah. Invite spectator match. Man, I'm behind today. Sorry, boys. And Abe Fisker 5. Okay, I think I got it. I think we actually got it, boys. I think this time we actually got it. And another setting I gotta disable is gonna be one of these. Alright. Let me make sure the AC is all good. Just to make sure I'm getting some air in this room. And BRB. Alrighty, boys, we're in first duel of the night. Here we are, everybody. Oh my goodness. Here we go, first duel of the 5v5 1v1 evening tonight. Hope you guys all have a good one. This is gonna be exciting. Oh man. Hell yeah. Alrighty. Switch. We got ourselves Nastia first up over on the team 1 versus the team of Alistair. We got Karis, the Evoker, Kiosko in the back. We got second Red as well as Inferno even more. Oh, what is that effect you got going on? What is that supposed to be? Actually, what is that? I've seen some people sometimes like with an extra bonus like effects, but I don't know what they are. Ever. Looks like Karis is going to be first up. Let me get my actual duels mix here in just a second. These things ain't bad, but like the ones that we have in duels mix, those are fantastic. We got Karis going to be immediately trinketing with that adaptation out of Nastia, as Nastia taking advantage of the fact that this adaptation is going to force out a trinket out of Karis immediately with a blind, trying to control the Evoker as much as possible. Are they just going to go for re-sap? Triple sap into a kidney shot right after? Is that the combo? Kidney, blind, triple sap him? I guess the yard should be out by then. That's like a really cheesy move, but I guess it should work out. Actually, waiting a little bit longer. Going to be deep breath by the Evoker. Does that equip it the rogue out in the open. Kidney shot right after. Does Karis have strong ability? He does take a little bit of damage, but not enough to just die outright. Is taking some big hits, though. May have to go for as much self-healing as possible. Could, maybe? Oh, no. Nasty does end up ramping up his bursts by a little bit with a quick sap onto Inferno right after as they're walking in from one Evoker into the next. So Subrogues can still do a lot of damage in a single one stun lock combo. Immediate trick out of Inferno, trying to see if he can potentially shatter through Nasty with a deep breath, get him kind of low, but he's going to be able to get away from him. Trying to see if he can close that gap. Maybe big damage onto the Rogue, does get a big fire breath, but disintegrate maybe down for the Rogue unless they plus a cloak of shadows. Could potentially be in a tight spot. Is going to be instant cast. The Rogue does go in for a vanish. Is taking a lot of damage, a little bit of healing recovery, but not nearly as much as normally would be. That vanish heal is just not nearly as effective. Inferno has opportunity to potentially pick up the eye and get the Rogue. The Rogue needs to find a way to beat the Shroud. He could interrupt Inferno at the very best. Try to see if he can get through those Shroud charges. I think was able to get through all of them. Sun onto Inferno. No trick available. That's where a pre-wall would have been amazing. But, oh my god, the secret technique does come in at the very end. Just capitalize on a quick win. My goodness. That secret technique has a little bit of like a delay to it. You're thinking, oh, the Rogue's burst is done, and then more shadows of the Rogue spawn in and just execute you right then and there. My goodness, this is going to be potentially Red next. It looks like they're looking at Alistair, potentially waiting for the Unholy Death and to take center stage. Nasus so far has just been absolutely unleashing hell up on these boys, with Subrogue still doing a lot of work. Does pick up the eye. I think trying to deny eyes for Alistair more than anything, trying to make sure they get a proper opener. But for Alistair, this opportunity to potentially get the ghouls onto Nassim is going to be walking over the Death and Decay. The Skulker is going to get you in combat, so no restyle for the Rogue, or at least no easy restyle just yet, with ghouls closing that gap. This is where Alistair potentially could make a good play right now, with the Rogue being out in the open. Chain and Wise, but the cheap shot does meet him with an IBL. Got himself the big grippy hand. Trying to see if he can maybe max out the shadow damage, but big hits by the Rogue are going to be going through the armor of a Death that just absolutely pierces right through him. Death Mark. Oh, I mean, Death. Oh my god. I said Death Mark, but I really meant Death Pact was used by the Death Knight to hopefully give him a little bit more survivability, but just not enough compared to the Rogue who just came in, pierced through the armor, and just continued to punish him with Shadow Strikes and Eviscerates back to back. Not giving the boy any opportunity to play the game at all. With Kiosko to be next, try to see if he can get the Rogue. Does not get the Hunter's Mark on him, so Nasty is able to get himself a bit of a reset. Over in Team 1, we do have ourselves Yasha, we do have ourselves Mock MVP, we got ourselves Merrick, we also got ourselves Gamer. So a lot of the regular boys for 5V5 1v1 Duels making a return, but I don't know if they'll be able to get a chance to play unless Kiosko is going to be able to eliminate this Rogue. Dampening, finally ramping up into that 17% mark. Boys, and Nasty so far has a nasty good position right now. Kiosko, the random flare, does get a right on top of the Rogue, almost like he knew him. Definitely needs to find a way to disrupt this Rogue as best as he can. Cheap shot, mad damage, Kyrian to follow. That's going to be feigned death by Kiosko. Does give himself a little bit of defense, but that secret technique is going to be super deadly. And looks like your pet maybe was sapped out in the open somewhere. Trying to go for many bandages. Nasty needs to go for recovery. The pet needs to get on you as soon as possible, but no. Oh no. Kiosko's so focused on trying to keep himself alive. He didn't really have much of a pet control there. Also, swapping your pet for an otter. What kind of a pet buff do otter bring? What kind of a pet are they? I imagine they're a cunning pet. Putting him way out in the open. Is that like so you can make sure the pet gets a stun, or just like trying to make sure that if the Rogue does sap it, you can kind of see it, you can kind of expect. What is that trap? That was so good. What is this? This guy has a sixth sense with these Rogues. Flare and now a trap exactly where the Rogue is at. Like he knows putting the pet out in the open. Why are you swapping him and the pet? Are you trying to make sure the pet has a stun for you? Or maybe a pet sack? Maybe that's what you're trying to go for. Maybe it's hoping, you know what, I'll use pet sack and that'll be enough. That's going to be a smoke bomb. It's nice to build up a couple of calm points just to make sure he can get himself a proper stun. Pet sack to follow. Kiosk may be able to use a pet sack to divert a lot of damage back to the pet. Looks like it's taking quite a bit of it. Trying to go for steel trap, doesn't quite connect. Going to be a turtle shell for the hunter under a ton of pressure as this rogue is just absolutely unleashing hell on the guy. What kind of a build is this rogue got? Is this just like a quintessential sub build? Just a regular average just sub build? Because it looks like there's still shadow strikes, cheap shots, full set of CC, and nothing super crazy about it. At least for the time being. Flare down on the ground by Kiosko. Looking out for the rogue. As the rogue cannot find Kiosko, camo for stealth. It is going to match him up. Somebody's going to have to pick up these eyes. Nastia isn't super eager on picking up these eyes at all. And Kiosko is perfectly fine just hanging out in stealth a little bit. What's up, Solo? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, cunning and heal. Anti-heal. That's pretty good. So cunning and mortar strike. That's pretty good. Being a rogue, this isn't a fair advantage of 1v1. You think so, Atho? How you doing, by the way, my guy? Hope you have a good one. How you doing, Belly? I'm doing pretty good. How about you? English isn't your main language? It's not. No, it's Russian, actually. Gonna be a sapper to Kiosko, the pet on the rogue. Is gonna try to build some calm points. Try to see if he can go for a big go for Kiosko. Kiosko does have a stun. It's gonna be a pet sack immediately. Trying to reduce some of the damage from the rogue. As long as it's all crits, the pet can actually take it onto itself instead. But I think the rogue didn't crit at all. So that was all the damage going into Kiosko. Is going to have a pet stun together with Coordinated Assault. Trying to make some big plays here. Grenade to follow. Kill shots right after him. Got a pretty nasty bleed onto the rogue. Going to be yet another kill shot. Kiosko does have a trigger for it with a faint death. As a shadow strike comes through. More kill shots back to back. Moving more damage. Freezing trap to stop him for a second. Kiosko trying to get a bit of recovery. Dampening is at 34%. So under a ton of pressure. Definitely needs to play it super carefully with the rogue if he wants to win. Clock of Shadows right after. But okay, I was going to say, if he doesn't run right now out of the binding shot, he won't be able to break that stun. Gonna be sacked for Kiosko with a steel trap for the rogue. Does have an evasion rolling in. The rogue is burning through all the cooldowns into a vanish. I mean, with a flare getting him out right after. What was that? That was actually so perfect. That flare positioning was insane. But I don't know if that'll even be enough. I think this rogue is just a deadly hunter, a deadly killer. And I don't know if Kiosko can maybe manage to beat him. Shrink it out of that room. This rogue is burning everything just to get to Kiosko. I feel like he's just feeling super confident in this duel. He feels like untouchable. He got vanishes, he got shadow strikes, he got all that damage, all the damn in the world. Flare down with a grenade to follow. And that's he's getting hit with a stun. Does Kiosko have any damage? That's going to be explosive shot with yet another death shotgun. Into a binding shot to break him, but also gets himself stunned up with a faint death turtle shell for Kiosko. And Nastia taking a bit of hits. Taking a couple of hits. Shadow melt for a second. Does he have a bleed on him? Or any kind of dots? Looks like no. Flare is perfectly getting him out. This hunter is playing the best World of Warcraft game he's ever played before. Just countering rogue at every corner. And this rogue still, either way, is just, it feels like he's still ahead. Kiosko's been able to beat him at every turn. Kid shot right after. I don't know if he's got anything. Going to be human racial with a blind to follow him. Maybe he can get the pet onto Nastia to potentially keep him out of combat. Is going to be able to. No easy sabs for the rogue. Does he have enough damage to finish off Nastia or Kiosko potentially? Gouge right after. Does not have a proper stun unless it's going to be heavy yard. That's where Kiosko trying to go for a bit of counter pressure damage with the steel trap. Binding shot into the rogue. The rogue, if he moves, he's going to end up breaking it unless he just shot a sub 2. Does end up avoiding it somehow. Faint death for a second for Kiosko. Nastia super low on health. Wait, does the rogue go down? Oh my god, the rogue does end up taking you down with him. There's actually nothing that was going to stop him from getting that kill, but Kiosko does end up overcoming the challenge either way. That was incredible. With second red going to be last one left over for the team 2. And that's going to be immediate trinket into a reflect. Stun onto himself as Gamer pops in the reflect at a perfect time. Stormbolt on the second red. Blasting protection. Tried to utilize the bubble for a little bit later. Hoping to maybe blast out Gamer right now. But the man is playing a Bloodthirst build, which is super strong. It's better. Actually, it's a Bloodbath build instead. It's not even a Bloodthirst build. Because he gets a lot more charges of that Enrage Regen, which gives him a Bloodbath version of Bloodthirst. Actually, at no hold whatsoever. Looking for a bit of recovery. Second red, trying to see if he can back up out of there for just a second. Can he do it? Stun him to Gamer. Is it going to be enough to take him down? Got a consecration at the moment. Is it going to be enough at all? Trying to see if he can blast him. I don't know if he can, though. Big heal for Gamer. Trying to go for a lay on hand stun. I think it's over, maybe. Gamer, could just have ya. My goodness. That was a lot. My god, Nastia with so much subtlety rogue dominance, so much sub-rogue pressure. If you guys are thinking of playing any kind of alts in this expansion, I think sub-rogue or rogue in general may be someone worth considering. Let me see if the groups are still together, and we'll get another open run, boys. We got to get a rematch, man. I think Kioska, that Rogue, got to get another rematch. That was such a close deal between the two. I am surprised that Kioska got those flares down, even perfect location of the trap, everything. Yet the Rogue somehow, some way could just keep trucking on, even burning Trinket on a route. Like, he's literally just threw every CD just into the wind and still was able to get a kill on Kioska. It is insane. Like, the Rogue is very skilled, don't get me wrong, but man, Rogues are so super strong right now. Probably just have to go for the bubble, maybe. Because I'm bad? No, you're good, Kioska, you're good, my guy. Want a hunter's mark? Oh, I mean, when you're under pressure like this, I feel like the last thing you're thinking of is, oh, I gotta put a hunter's mark. You're probably thinking of like, I gotta not die. So you know what, when you put in that kind of situation, you know, decision making can be a little bit different. Not gonna lie. EU. Wait, DF, EU. How many are we at now? 30? Oh my god. 30 duels. 35. Let's go. Kioska, let me know if you got a team or if you're looking for more, because we can get you guys in there. Is there no groups on the group finder? Do we have any open spots? Kioska, let me know if your group is still together or if you guys need more, and I could join in and help you guys out if needed. We ready? All right, let's get you guys in here. I want to try the new arena, Nokudan 1. Hopefully it'll work. Maybe, because the new season has just begun, so the new arena should be playable. Maybe. Jonas group failed. Does it not work? Let me try it again. Let me try it. Maybe it won't let me because I'm a level 60 character. Maybe I can't do the new arena because it needs to be a level 70, which is a possibility. A strong possibility. Oh, okay. I don't think it works. All right, we'll do Black Rock Hold, because Nokudan I don't think works right now. Has anybody been able to queue for Nokudan yet, by the way? I don't think I've got... Oh no, I did get a queue for Nokudan once, so it should work. I just don't think I can do it on this character. I may have to start working on a max level evoker on EU, boys. I may have to start working on one. When we go to duel, oh me, Malachi, how do my man? Hope you have a good one. Like me joining for duels, like the ONYXIA, I don't have a proper functional EU character, so I can't really join in. Not really. I love to, but I can't. The problem with joining for duels, I can't compete and do the camera, so then the camera is going to be scuffed and the spectator mode is going to be scuffed. You're just seeing it from the back of my view. You can't really see it like the close-ups that a lot of people love, and a lot of you guys like these close-ups. So I don't know, man. It's when I'm able to do both of them, I'd love to, but if I can do what is it? I don't know, like, yeah, I'd like to be able to do both if I could. So Twitch, we got ourselves a lot of warriors over on Team 1 with Quaggar gonna be the first one in, charging on towards Inferno the Evoker, leaping right on him, trying to see if he can potentially bust him out. Wait, what is Nasty doing right now? Are both of them up? Hold on a second. Wait a second. Wait, that was a 1, 2 over on Team 1. Why are there 2 people on Team 1? Hold on, what? Hold up. Wait, everybody back up. Nasty, back up for a second. Back up. What just happened? 2 people from Team 1 ran out. 1 person from Team 2 ran out and got 2v1. Can we get a re-res onto Inferno? Wait, hey, Nasty, could you keep Karius alive? Karius, could you go back and just res? Or Paladin could do it. That could work too. Yeah, what just happened? Hold on, both Kragger and Nasty ran out? Wait, what? Hold on, Kragger. Wait, hold on. What? Huh? I'm sorry, hold on. What's going on? It's Kragger. Kragger thinks he's just resing the guy for funsies. Kragger, you and the Rogue both ran out. You guys both kept... Why is Kragger and Nasty bullying this guy? Hold on, what's going on? Wait a second. No, Nasty, go back to your side of the arena. Same with Kragger. Hold on, let's get a reset on this, maybe. Yeah, this is weird. Hold on, this feels wrong. He just kept it there. I don't know what's going on. Why did both of them attack? I have no idea. This is first. I never see Krager do something like this. I never see Krager like with another attack with another person. Krager's a lot more honorable than this. I think we have a confusion of who is playing first, who's playing last. Hold on. Yo, the mod stream muted. Well, still, it's a 1v1, right? There's usually an order of who goes first, who goes last. Why did they all kill Inferno and then the other dragon? Did they just like hate dragons or something? They would just keep going. Yeah, Inferno or second red. Could we just get that other evoker back up? I don't know who's supposed to be first on team 1. I don't understand what's going on. Yeah, like what's going on? Is it why did Krager run out with a rogue? Krager is not a first on roll. But why did he run in with the rogue? He wrong? Chat, we're just gonna redo this one. We're gonna redo it. So everybody back up. Both teams back out. We gotta go again. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. That was the first. I never see something like that happen. Looks like Krager and the rogue, from what I understand, and you guys correct me here, Krager and the rogue rolled, both forgot what the roll was, and both have in their heads that they're first, and both were like, no, I'm first, no, I'm first, and the rogue just not willing to let Krager go first. So he's like, wants to be first, and Krager's not willing to let the rogue go, so he's like, wants to compete, but it ends up being like a 2v1 situation, and then Krager's gatekeeping the other team for being able to res and reset the boys while I figure out what the hell's going on. Yeah, we'll just reset it. We'll just do that again. We'll do that again. What is even going on? Oh my god. Go let the rogue go first again. I agree with Atha. I mean, if the rogue wins a roll, the rogue wins a roll. Like, however you guys do your groups, that's perfectly fine. You know, I don't want to be there. The rogue was trolling. I can't tell if it was Krager trolling or the rogue trolling, but both of them ran out to kill an evoker in a 1v1 duel scenario. So both of them were wrong. Both of them are wrong. But when I did ask him, like, hey, could we separate, go back? Could we just go back to each side of the arena? And nobody did. That's when it's like, okay, well, I guess we'll go again. Yo, Jesus, let me know if you're ready. And Abe, Kayasco, let me know when the boys are ready. That was a weird one. Let's just forget about that one. What is a rogue get to go play it again? So the way that we do our groups is usually through a slash roll. And usually people figure out who goes first, who goes last, based on roll, highest and lowest. Or the groups can figure out who goes first, however they like. You know, the rogue probably got really lucky roll and just goes to go first. Or maybe he decided, you know what, forget the roll, I'm just going first. I don't know what that group dynamic is. Fair, to be fair. Rogue did 64k technique back to back plus 50k of this stuff for Evoker Life. Oh yeah, it is Christmas. That's you in there. What's up, my guy? Yeah, for Evokers, we need to like pre-wall it, I think. What arena do we do? Do we do Ashermain? I haven't done Ashermain arena in a while. Let's do Ashermain. Let's just mix it up a little bit. I want something brighter. Ashermain does not have a nighttime, does it? I want to try a different arena. It's been a while since we've done Ashermain. I kind of want to try Ashermain. I'm feeling like Legion arenas. I don't know if it worked. Didn't work. Maybe Blade's Edge. Maybe Ashermain doesn't work. Let's try Blade's Edge. Come to my key 15 HOV. Rebecca, I'd love to join in with you. But I gotta do a 5V5 1v1 Duels stream. Hanging out with the boys. Someone play with Walker Monk. HOV, by the way, isn't bad. We did a 16 HOV. We scuffed up the Fenrir bots really badly. Otherwise, it would have been terrible. I mean, Evoker does suck. No good defense CDs. The Sons of Blind. You do have a very different set of CDs. Warlock, Tekken. Okay. Let me know when you boys are ready. So Evokers have a sleep. They also have a deep breath, which has some stun enemies down. They also have oppressive road to increase the effectiveness of the next CC, and they have the ability to move while casting. So I think utilizing all of these tools, plus you have multiple skills of cast that you could go with: Frost, Fire, Green, Bronze, Black Dragonflight. All of them are simple skill of cast, so it makes it very, very difficult to really lock them down. Utilizing mobility and then that root, which is actually quite effective. You can challenge it so like it lasts a little bit longer, almost like a stun without really stopping the enemy's actions, but keeping them in place, which is basically what a stun more or less does. It's possible. See someone using the one-shot people? With Evokers? Yeah, I don't know if they will be able to use a one-shot like before, but we'll see. Because they did nerf their breath ability a little bit. Though they did kind of offset it to Disintegrate, where Disintegrate is a lot of your damage now. It's a good portion of damage. Hey man, I'm gonna join the 5v5 group in a moment. Yo, TMS will find the groups over in the Raids Legacy section. Whenever they're up, you just go to Raids Legacy, hit 5 to see if there's a group up. We post them in Raids Legacy 1, so we can avoid people trying to RBGs, because nobody wants to join those. They just think it's an RBG. And 2, so the cross faction can be utilized, so we can get Alliance and Horde all together in one team, and we're good to go. A party ready? Okay. Blades Edge 1. Hopefully Kragar without Rogue, like whoever goes first, whoever goes last, just figure it out with your guys' groups. But let's not get a 2v1 like that. You know what I mean? It's an Evoker. It's not a Guardian Druid or a tank. Like if it was a tank, I would have been like, okay, you know, maybe. Is it Kragar lead? I'm leader. Oh, wait, what? Really? Okay. Okay. Kragar and a Fisker. Alright. Maybe that should work. Potentially. Okay. We're in. Here we are, boys. Here we are. Why is it playing the same song over and over? Really? Let's get a different one. I want to get something more exciting. I really got to do a cleanup on this list. There's not a lot of bad songs. It's just I'm just not feeling some of them anymore. Like I like just to hang out and vibe. And these songs is some are really, really good. But others are not really as much of a vibe anymore. I end up replacing them when it actually push comes to shove and I'm doing like a proper video. You know what I mean? Alrighty, switch. We got ourselves team 1 together with Advo coming back into the Demonology Clues over the back, but it looks like he's put in the corner. They're putting that boy last with Kragar, I think, gonna be first up potentially. We got ourselves LFG Hero. LFG Hero, just in Russian. But Hero, we got a Hero over here, and Mary as well joined in. Hey Mary, I do my guy. Oh my god. They're making 100 cents. You guys already got him. Alistair going to be first up over the team with Kragar charging and Stormbolting him down, but not before he summons up a big abomination, sprouting a Necrolordy limb, calling in onto the Valkyrie from beyond, summoning up an entire army of undeathfied Kragar, quick blind onto the warrior with a stun, trying to see if he can focus him down, but Alistair may be down for the counter as he's just getting ripped apart entirely, trying to see if he can turn the damage around onto Kragar as the warrior bolsters himself with a frenzied enraged regeneration. Alistair with a make it at that death packed with death, unable to really heal, but able to keep fighting a little bit longer. Kragar with a full health recovery. Look at this warrior go. Look at that full health recovery on this man. They just nerfed the self-healing. I wonder this man is playing a Bloodthirst build though. I guess we'll see in a second if you just see his spam Bloodthirst back-to-back big fire breath. But Kara's trying to see if he can potentially make a big play, knocking back Kragar, trying to see if he can disengage, has a shroud, so all those storm bolts are going to be not as effective. The stun, however, is effective. Deep breath, getting Kragar kind of lowish. Try to see if we can potentially slow him down. Kragar does get himself a couple of Bloodthirsts back-to-back. Needs Bloodbath as soon as possible. Strongbow, but it's actually not going to be an easy seal to carry. The Shroud protects you from 3 crowd control abilities. With an Eternity Surge after, Disintegrate does get interrupted onto the Bloom. Red is going to be there to help do damage, but also heal herself if needed. Should be going for self-heals if ever necessary. Trying to go for maybe a fire breath, but maybe just looking to reposition away from Kragar, using that mobility to get away, slowing down Kragar tremendously, getting a lot of damage out with a signal after. Kragar could be in a bad spot. Wait, good proc spear, potentially Kragar looking to charge in, get himself a little bit more of a recovery. Bloodthirst back-to-back Stormbolt onto Karas. Does he have himself in rage regen? Does have himself big in rage with the Odin's Fury. Bleeds to follow. Karas could be in trouble. Looks like Kragar does end up taking him out with back-to-back bloodbaths. Just doing a ton of damage. Inferno gonna be up next. Got himself yet another shroud, as well as a little umbrella. Disintegrates at the ready. Can be interrupted, but he cannot be CC'd for a little bit of time. Now that the interrupt is out for Kragar, Inferno could potentially make himself a big play. This is going for big cooldowns. I think maybe waiting him for a little bit later. Kragar could be in a bad spot, knocking the warrior back. Stormbolt, but it's not going to stop him. Big leap, and Inferno catching up all that health in just a few globals. Kragar is a little bit behind her health, as that is the big cooldowns out of the Evoker. The Shroud still holds, so he won't really be able to stun him. Deep Breath is going to get him kind of low. Inferno does cut himself a pretty big gap away from Kragar. Big Reflect for the Warrior. This is going to be enough though, as Kragar tried to close that gap. Enrage Regen back up. He may just have to use it. Does he have to? fear onto the Evoker, making the Dragon tremble before him. Big oppressive roar for Inferno is going to put Kraken to sleep. Does the man get out? He doesn't. What is healing you right now, though? Wait, what? Does sleep heal ya? Hold on. Is sleep basically equivalent to polymorph now? Hold on a second. That used to be a thing, if that's true. Gonna be a fire breath out of Inferno. Kragar looks like he got himself a little bit of health caught up. Inferno may be in a bit of trouble. May need to use some other cooldowns in order to get away from Kragar. Definitely needs to use that mobility of the Evoker and try to see if he can go for some damage potentially, but no. Kragar does end up slaying the Dragon. With Kioska gonna be up next. The Hunter trying to see if he can slow down Kragar before he can close that gap. Laying on some traps. Stun onto Kragar has a trick for it. With a reflect in case there's a freezing trap to wait for him. Stormbolt onto Kioska. Big damage. Avatar full on his fury. Massive bleeds. Kioska could be in a bit of trouble. Those bleeds are actually doing quite a bit of work. Trying to go for Manic Bandage. Suture around all those wounds immediately. Kragar gets put onto ice for just a second. This massive juggernaut, this avatar of a warrior, having to wait in that steel trap for just a moment. Kioska with him Eagles, trying to make sure that there's as much range damage onto Kragar. He doesn't necessarily want to fight him, but while his pet is out in the open, Kragar always has a target to bloodthirst off of. Stormbolt into Kioska. Is it going to be enough though? Kragar may have to pop big defenses here. Reflect up, so Kioska knows he needs to delay the freezing trap until later. Try to go for a defensive at a perfect time as Odin's Fury does come out. All those bleeds are actually quite brutal. And Kragar still holding on to Enrage Regeneration. Can Kioska do something for Kragar to maybe like lock him down and burst him down? I think with that Enrage Regen, the warrior should be mostly safe. And this is where Kioska, I think, needs to chip away the warrior's defenses at his health bar little by little until it forces out a defensive. Reset for him, then come back with full glory. Gonna be that coordinated assault. Kragar may have to respond. That's gonna be an Enrage Regeneration. That's gonna be a very short stun though. Actually using that Enrage Regen, but then it's gonna slow him down and put him on ice for just a second. Kragar tried to see if he can catch up a little bit of health. Does he get himself another Enrage? He does have a pretty big bloodthirst. It is actually so much healing, so much damage. And Kioska is gonna dip under the pillar. Trying to see if he can get away from the warrior for just a second. Leap by this warrior with a reflect. Kioska immediately popping into Turtle Shell, hiding away from Kragar as soon as the warrior approaches him. Freezing trap to follow. Kioska is kind of limited on what they can do. Does damage a camera though, as the pet and Kioska both were completely out of combat. Hunter's Mark onto Kragar. And the man, he can pick up the eyes if he wants to. Kioska can match him for it. He knows that he can maybe lay some traps for him to make sure he can prolong that state of camo as long as humanly possible. Kragar does find him Stormbolt before Kioska can make a play. Gonna be that binding shot though, as Kioska does set up a binding shot on top of him. It is gonna start Kragar forcing a trick out of him. Kioska under a ton of pressure though, into a big executes. Is it gonna be enough though? Man is still bleeding out profusely. Does get himself Medic Bandage at the last second right before he loses himself. And it's gonna be Kragar just with a couple more bloodthirsts, all he needs just to get on top of Kioska. He just needs one or two. Okay, just leaves. The man decides, you know what, this warrior is a ton of pressure. I'm gonna leave before dampening gets super high, so maybe second red can get a chance. A second chance to beat the warrior. Massive cleave onto Kragar. Is it gonna be another? Oh my god, second red locking him down into the stun, into a blind, into a stun, just cascades all the holy damage upon him and just consumes him in the light itself. That is a lot of damage. And the LFG hero going to be up next versus second red, as we are hitting that 29% dampening. The dampening is going to be hurting the paladin quite a bit. But also, LFG hero doesn't have nearly the same amount of healing. Has a demon, can use the hunt to potentially use that for big recovery. Bubble out of second red off of that hunt as LFG hero. We're just trying to see if we can maximize some of the damage. Picking up the demonic soul right now just to get whatever healing is left from it, but also the 20% damage increase. And second red is really going to come down to him waiting until he can potentially get some cooldowns out of LFG like a trinket. And playing defensively, I think, until maybe a blind stun back up. He's definitely going to see if he can potentially use blind or stun to get a trinket out of LFG, then lock him down. Trinket out of second red. He knows he needs to be proactive. He's kind of behind him. He may have to use wings as well as any kind of procs in order to keep himself alive as best as possible. Is going to be lay on hands early on. He needs to maximize the lay on hands though, because LFG just presses those assault while full Baron's buff is on you. From that lay on hands could be big pressure into a massive soul cleave. LFG hero backing up out for a second. IBM onto second red, chasing him down, not letting him go anywhere. Second red needs to make a play right now, but I think it's over. Oh my god, LFG hero making sure that the chase is as deadly as it can be. Well done with Kragar. I feel like with that duel versus Kioska, that should still count. In my opinion, he only got 3 kills. I feel like that one should still count. But there it is. Worst thing to second win. Talents is up on play, I guess. Second win? Yeah. Every time you reset on the warrior, he just gets a full heal. That is rough. Let's get another one going here, boys, yeah? Krager's ready. Abe, Casco, let me know if you're ready. If you guys want to make a second group or a third group, by the way, more than welcome to. Wait, Jesus made a separate group? Wait, Jesus made a... Wait, so Krager and Jesus Saperni are 2 groups. Interesting. 2 groups. I'll throw you guys back in the grand. Let's do it. I'm down. We guys have a second group entirely. Missing one. Abe. So Abe is looking for a +1 if you guys want to join him in. Abe is looking for 1 more. Find him over in the LFG. You find him in the Legacy Raid section. Kiosco, if you listen on Legacy Raid under any raid, call it something like 5V5 1V1 DUELS, and the boys will be able to find you on Alliance and Horde. Did it work? I thought I killed him versus Jesus. Krager, Jesus, and a grand 1. Let's try it again. Okay, now we go again. Maybe it'll work. Sorry, proc. Okay. Let me know if I need to wait or what. I'm not leader. Okay, let me know when you're ready. Need people. Okay. So, looks like Abe is ready, actually. Krager needs more. Krager needs more people. Krager, do you need me to join your group to list you? I hope you guys list the group. If you need me to join in, man, let me know. Because I can go and list it and we can get some boys in here in your group. Hopefully that'll make it a little bit easier. Yeah, do you play Warzone? Not really. Yeah, I like FPSs, but I'm done playing that often. Looks like Abe got himself a +1, so you should be good to go as a 5-man. I'm seeing if Krager needs more. But I think Abe is ready. So let's do... And... Jesus. 5. And a grand 1. I guess we'll go back to the grand with Abe and Jesus. See if the groups are ready, because it looked like they were ready. Yeah, they are. 60k DPS opener as a blood DK and unplus kick W. That's pretty good. That's not bad at all. I'm sure that'll be higher once you get your tier set. Or, I think, maybe I'm getting them wrong. Maybe the blood DK tier set is a little bit different than what I remember. Maybe blood DK tier set has a little bit more of a delay to it. Who knows? By the way, boys, thank you so much for joining me tonight in the 5V5 1v1 DUELS. I'm enjoying these a lot, man. Got a fun testing out, seeing what classes are strong. Warriors are still slapping. Even though they're trying to nerf them down, it looks like that class ain't going nowhere, boys. They're still sticking around, and they're going to continue pumping big numbies until they're dead in the dirt. Nothing stopping that class. Nothing at all. Let's get another one going here, boys. Switch. There we go. Got it that time. We got it, says Alistair on team 1 with Dad the Rogue. Got Karis in the back as an Evoker with Kiosco. Gonna be first up, charging out on the mount with second red on that team. Versus Hardville? DV? I don't know what I'm call you. Vil, probably. Vil, the villain. Vil, the villainous warlock. As a reflection, gonna be trying to see if we can get a couple of dots onto Kiosco. Kiosco, the quick stun onto Hardville. Trying to see if maybe a Death Chakram can rip him apart together with Pet. Gonna be immediate drain live by Hardville. Trying to maintain his health as best as he can. As long as he can maintain the dots onto Kiosco, he'll be able to put in a ton of pressure. But Kiosco does have a trick up his sleeve. He does have a feign death that lets him clear all the dots. At least, I believe it lets him clear all the dots. So with that feign death, he should be able to remove those dots if he's actually careful. Hardville, I think we'll have to push him. He'll have to chase after Kiosco, maybe get a stun around the corner, hit him with a Mortar Coil, potentially walk in with an AoE Fear, whatever he's playing right now. But he's definitely going to maintain the dots, have to maintain it the best he can. You'll need to reapply the dots as soon as Kiosco goes in for a feign death. That's what's going to help him. Big charge by Kiosco, trying to see if he can close the gap with Hardville. Looks like he was able to do a bit of damage towards the Death Knight. More into a wall for Hardwell, trying to go for a full CC chain to Kiosco. Big hunt to follow. UA getting set up, trying to maximize the dots on him. It's going to be a big drain, but Kiosco does feign death for a second. Does get to remove the UA. It is going to silence him and do a bit of that shadow damage. Wall by Hardwell with the Dark Pack Soul Rod, trying to see if he gets some damage, but definitely needs to be a little bit more careful. I think he needs to be a little bit quicker on the draw. He needs to run in. Being Affliction, you have a little bit of that instant cast nature to you, but I think he's trying to play passive, trying to back up out And I wonder how a defensive play is going to work out for this man rather than an aggressive play, because Kioska, every time he got those dots, he's going to be bleeding out profusely. He's going to be ticking away little by little. I think Hardwell, he's playing the defensive strategy, which is good, but I think he may need to play a more aggressive strategy, may need to get in there, try to go for a shot if you're around the court. It does tag the pet. Also, maintaining dots on the pet may not be a bad idea either. Over on team 2, we got ourselves Yasha, we got ourselves Nasty, we got ourselves Mocked MVP and Gamer with Hardwell eating those dots from a distance. It's going to be dots versus dots. I think Hardwell should be able to beat Kioska with dot game, but we'll see. I know that with the news over the return, big damage on the Kioska, massive output onto Hardwell. The man is just backpedaling, trying to play it very, very defensive. Stun, doesn't have an out, does have a dark pack, though may need to use it right now, unless it was the whole purpose to force the hunter away from the pillar. Tried to play it very, very slow. Very, very, oh, look at me, I'm dying. But now you're behind my pillar. Now you're where I want you. Gonna be all the traps down, but Hardwell try to see if he can avoid at least the steel trap. Needs to get the dots onto the pet as well as Kioska as best as he can in order to utilize more of that drain playstyle, more of that drain action. But still looks like playing very defensive. But look at the dots there, turn right through Kioska. Does get himself a faint death with a camo. This is why you want to keep the dots in your pet as well. This is why you want to make sure the dots are on the pet, as well as the hunter does end up crashing him down with a shadow crusher around the corner. Perfect for him. Hardwell trying to see if he can avoid the binding shot. Is going to be able to. Is going to be next to Kioska. Mortical does himself a big go. Trick out of Kioska. Does go for an interrupt. Hardwell has the defensive coming back up very, very soon. And Kioska is very limited on what they can do. Try to go for freezing trap, but Hardwell does have a board. That's exactly what he's trying to do. Try to coax Kioska out in the open. He's going to run into that freezing trap, whether on purpose or not, but it's going to end up rocking it out. Taking the gateway, I guess so you can maybe back up out. Kioska is taking a lot of that dot damage. It is ramping up little by little. If you can reapply those agonies to make sure that they're properly refreshed with maximum value, that would do a lot. Trying to see if you can summon up a whole another pet. The Syad should help lock down Kioska maybe for just a second. Stun by Kioska. Very, very limited on what they can do, as Hardwell does have a big defense coming back up. There goes the CC, putting Kioska out in the bad spot. Full dots around him. Definitely needs to go for feign death whenever possible. It's going to be Dark Lair extending those dots as Kioska trying to see if he can tank up this damage. Is it going to be enough though? Got himself a mortar coil by Hardwell. And it's going to be a dark pack. Kioska just melting right now. The man may not have much to work with here. It's going to be Turtle Shell trying to manage, but I think it's over. Oh my god, the dots of an Affliction Warlock are so deadly. The man just needed to really coax the hunter away from a pillar, put some dots, rot him down, whittle him away, dead. He's on that Cloak of Shadows very, very early on, putting on his dots, or his own dots on the Hardwell, get himself the rogue toxic dots. No death mark, I don't think yet, but Hardwell I think is over. Dead did end up trinketing for that one. May not have been the best play right there, but it is going to end up going at least with a cheap shot towards Gamer before the man can find him. Now that you trinketed, you're a little bit behind on cooldowns here. Just a hair. But if you can put in pressure onto the warrior, you may be in a good spot. Trying to keep the pressure on him, fully dotted up, stun to follow. It's going to be a smoke bomb as well. Gamer trying to see if he can walk out for a second just to get line of sight of Dead. That's going to be full Odin's Fury. Big bleeds. Dead may be in a bit of trouble. That's a lot of pressure. Trinket out of Gamer. Just doesn't want him to go anywhere at all. Got himself back-to-back bloodthirst. Back-to-back. Just blasting him out with the rampages. Oh my god. Not letting that guy go anywhere. With Scarlet, or I want to call it Scarlet for some reason, but it's second red. Is going to be up next versus Gamer, who just popped the trick. Going to be a blind to follow. Does have a reflect in case it's going to be maybe potentially stunned. This is where second red backs up out. Big healing for Gamer though. He didn't even go for a enrage regen. That was just normal Fury Warrior healing. Wasn't even a cooldown. Going to be immediately trinket for second red, trying to make sure he does avoid the charge by Gamer. And the man does not have a lot of help to work with. It's going to be, I think, a Hellstone off of that team. I believe it was a Hellstone from the Warlock just now. Reflect up in case there's a Hodge waiting for him, but I don't think second red got one just yet. Gamer looking for a mad recovery. That's a big impending victory. Got the Bloodthirst and he got a Bloodbath as well. Looks like he's playing Onslaught too. So maybe he's playing less of a Bloodthirsty build. Or maybe... Is he? I guess... Because it looks like you're playing Onslaught, which is bottom right of the challenge tree, but you could go bottom right, bottom left. I guess I would like to see you build though. I'd like to see the build you ran tonight for the duels. Gonna be a charge towards second red into a storm bolt immediately. Blessing of protection, keeping second red alive, and Gamer does not spec into a shattering throw, so you can't shatter his defenses, but the man got plenty of survivability. You can just wait out the bubble and then go back in a little bit later. There's a full consecration down for second red, waiting out for Gamer to come out. Does the man close the gap? He got himself lots of recovery. Second wind is such a strong utility in duels, man, for warriors. It just keeps him alive, lets him recover a ton. If you're ever in combat or just go behind the pillar without any dots on you, any injuries, you will end up catching yourself some second wind to be ready for the next set of duels, to be able to rush out back at the competitor. I think second right, just wait until bubble and blind to back up, or blind and stun to back up. Gonna be kill downs out of a gamer, try to see if he can make a big play. Got himself a massive burst together with the avatar. Gonna be second red taking a lot of damage, shrinking out of gamer. It's gonna be a bubble for second red, stun into gamer, just trying to see if he can put some pressure on him. It's gonna be a recklessness out for gamer right now. The man just needs to close the gap with the paladin and get a couple more of those bloodthirsts. Does himself a big onslaught to give him some more procs of rage. Oh, just absolutely savaged him out. With Kara's gonna be up next. Got himself a big fire breath onto gamer, who's gonna go for a reflect. Stun to Kara's as he's trying to get out of there. So he's gonna be able to at least sunder him as he's trying to break away. Eternity Surge getting interrupted. Kara's does pop a wall with a big defensive. That is gonna give him a little bit of health recovery based on the damage he takes. But at 38% dampening, that healing is gonna be reduced. Big procs out of the evoker. Gamer is gonna see a trick and forced out for Karas. Big deep breath with a nullified shroud. So now Karas is free to just cast, free of CC for a time being. And if it pops a wall, he may even be free of interrupts too. It's getting super low on health. The Bailey's could be really deadly. Oh my god, a gamer does end up capitalizing on the fact the evoker got low enough. Alistair gonna be up next. Slows down onto gamer. Full Army of the Dead joining in together with the full A-bomb. That's gonna be the pet empowered with the gargoyle. Gonna be gamer trying to see if he can survive this with and rage regeneration. Isn't gonna be enough. The blinded, but the pets are still attacking him. Oh my god, he just threw down all the pets, threw sleet in his face, and then backed up out of it completely. That's actually kind of crazy. Yasha gonna be up next. Trying to see if he can maybe a blare through the death with the wings dome coming down for Alistair. Trying to see if he can build himself up a little bit more health, a little bit more survivability. Silence onto Yasha for just a second as the man trying to see if he can cleave through the death line. Is it going to be another? AMS is up with an IBF really early on. Alistair is rotating that dark pack right after him. Doesn't really have much to work with. It's going to be the Army of the Dead. Join in for just a second. Yasha has a bubble in case he needs to. So for Alistair, he definitely needs to make a play. Stone onto Alistair. No way out. I think it's going to be smith down by the Retribution Paladin. As the Red Paladin still had himself a pretty big defensive at the ready. A big immunity in case things go south. With gamers slapping out 3 kills. 1.7 million damage, but 1.7 million healing. Fury Warriors, they nerfed your healing. But it doesn't feel like it. It really doesn't feel like it. Are you guys all running Slaughterhouse, by the way? Is everybody here still running Slaughterhouse for playstyles? Or what? I do wonder. I do want to see what kind of build you got going on there, because Jesus is doing something different with his playstyle. He got the onslaught ability, which I see he taking both of his 2 swords and then slamming him down like it's a storm strike. And that tells me it's onslaught. But onslaught, is it even good damage? It might be good damage, but I can't tell. Belly, got a group? Are you lead? You lead or just join one? Did Belly get a separate group? Is that what happened? If you're lead, I could queue you up versus Jesus or Abe or Krager if he's available. DF EU from 37. Full and yes. Oh, okay. Yeah, we got another group, boys. Let's go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yo, who's ready? Looks like Jesus is ready. I guess we could throw in my man Jesus versus that group real quickly. Versus Belisarius. Belisarius and Jesus. 5. Missing 1, maybe 2. Okay, hey, but if you want to list yourself in LG, you're more welcome to. Also, you guys are more welcome to advertise for your groups. If you have one up over in the chat, to let the boys know that you're looking for more. EU tonight, by the way. So if you guys want to join in on EU, you're more than welcome to. You degens, you guys are out here playing the game anyway. Might as well join us for 5V5 1v1 Duels. I'm being degening a lot, by the way. Oh my god. The fact that I got a raid tonight is going to be tough. That's going to be tough. Well, the Warcraft is like a drug, man. Can't stay away for too long. The game is nuts. Dude, it is actually really fun right now, isn't it? It's been super fun recently. What are we going to throw you guys in? Rook? Have we done Black Rook Hold? The target. Is it Belly SSARIUS? Oh, yeah. There we go. That should be good. I misspelled Jesus' name. He's got a lot of S's in there. So I had one less S than normal. One less S than recommended. A lot of asses. I have a group. If anyone wants to be smacked up by Warrior and Rook, I'm joined. It would be very, very fun. Hey, are Warriors and Rogues right now like the top classes, the top competitors? Is that what it's come to? Warriors and Rogues, that's all this game is? It's basically a classic. It's literally classic rating. Or a classic PvP. Vanilla WoW PvP. It's ever to walk in and get slapped up by Rogues and Warriors. That's rough out there. Oh, applications for community council are up. Hey, that's good to see they're still running community council. They've been doing a lot of responses to the community council over the time in the alpha and the beta. Over Dragonflight alpha and beta. They seem to hit up on those points a lot more than some of the forum posts. A lot of those they seem to read and then they implement changes, but here they have like a lot more of a direct line communication. So Twitch. We got ourselves No Belly gonna be first up. Aura for the team one. Lots of warriors in that team. Some of them are arms actually. Oh, with Nez also an arms warrior as well. Interesting. Belly got himself a spin for spin as Mogdem also going in for a blaze storm of his own. Gonna be speared down. This is gonna be arms versus arms. Two warriors juggernauts fighting each other. Bleeds by Belly trying to see if he can catch up a little bit healing. Gonna be yet another blaze storm to follow him. Probably from Avatar. But Mogdem got mad damage on him. I don't even know what kind of hits those are. Oh my god, he just chopping that boy up as an arms warrior. It looks like he wants to back up out of there as soon as possible. With Merc Druid gonna be up next. Mogdem looking to get himself a little bit of second wind recovery. Has a trinket and a parry. That was Avatar just now. So we'll see if he's able to counter a Feral Druid. Immediate trinket with a parry. Try to see if he can counter all the bursts out of Merc Druid. Gonna force a trinket out of him with a Barks to follow. Also banner up, so any kind of CC Merc God is gonna be reduced. Convoke, getting interrupted. Maybe could be pretty good for Mogdem. Got himself less of damage, but that's a wall for the Druid. Gonna be able to slow a lot of the damage from Mogdem for a bit. For a moment, almost stopping it to a halt. Mogdem is relentless, just chopping right to the Druid like it's nothing. Just absolutely treating him like he's just a piece of butter. And it's got the hottest knife around on him. Just the hottest sword out there. Just blasted right through it. My goodness, this Druid may actually go down. Oh my god, what is this? Stormbolt, he's just gonna shatter through. Oh, what is BM right there, man? That was BM. My god, literally hit him with that. Stun, let me hit you with that shatter and throw. Blaze Storm before Naz can go in for a Stormbolt or anything. Oh, Big Papa instead. See, Spear onto Mogdem. May be in a bit of trouble. Papa is a Fury Warrior. Gonna be throwing his weapons away, but that's gonna be tricking out of the Fury Warrior. Spear onto Big Papa. Can't go anywhere. Mogdem at least is able to recover. Maybe hoping for a little bit of that second wind. Just having he bleeds on him. Stormbolt into Big Papa, not going to be able to get out of there quite easily. Parry waiting for Mogdem, trying to see if he can potentially go super aggressive. Going to be able to recover a little bit of health, but mostly just trying to see if he can walk away from Big Papa. Has 15 seconds on a parry. Can he survive long enough though? I don't know if he can. Got himself a bit of a rallying cry, but I don't know if it's going to be doing much work there at all. That is unfortunate. The arms where he came in, sliced it to one guy into a Feral Druid. You got to give him credit on that one, but I guess a Fury Warrior. What can you do? With Nasty just walking in and hitting him with that secret technique, not letting him play the game. Blind to the Naz is going to go for a trinket, trying to see if he can stay on top of the Rogue as best as he can. Got the blue warrior set. Look at that thing. He got himself the chest piece from the invasions. Blue shoulders, blue mask, blue little booties. Just blue. The man is just feeling blue. His spear, though, he has a little bit of purple to it, though. A tinge of purple. Nasty diving into stealth. Waiting for the arms warrior. What can Naz do now that the man is trinketed? He may need to pick up eyes and find the rogue ahead of time. I feel like if he can maybe parry the rogue at the right time, and if the rogue stays attacking him, there's a good chance Naz is running a PvP talent where parries are going to give him healing. So if the rogue is not careful, it's going to end up getting parried a lot, and it's going to end up helping Naz recover, helping him get a lot of healing out of it. But we'll see. We'll see if Naz can maybe overcome it. It is a rogue with a lot of lockdowns, a lot of stuns. Can keep somebody locked down for hours and hours and hours on end. But also, on the team one, we got ourselves a Glush, who's been sitting in the corner, buying his time. Hasn't been given the chance to play the game at all, because he's just on a cleanup duty most of the times. And this might be his time to shine and bring it back for Seamless. This is going to be full burst on an ass, big, resonant, what's it called? I always call it the ability, the rogue ability, the Kirin ability from Shadowlands. Clarity? Resounding Clarity? Echo and Reprimand, that's what it is. Echo and Reprimand. I always call it the Kyrian. Hit him with that Kyrian spear. By Naz, trying to see if he can lock down Nasi for just a second. It's going to be a war breaker, even though he is disarmed. Trying to see if he can stay on the rogue as best as possible. Charging onto him. Does it reflect in case there's any Shadow Blades damage out for Nastya. And Nastya trying to see if he can end the duel right there. Do they have the big secret technique? Looks like they do. Oh, and it has a little bit of a delay, and it's going to take him out. Glitch is going to be up next. Trying to let Nastya go anywhere at all. It's going to hit him with a secret technique. Oh my god, through cheat death. The man had cheat death forced out. And he just blasted right through it, ignoring cheat death entirely. Oh my goodness, gonna be Yasha next. This is gonna be immediate cheap shots out of the rogue. Just relentlessly shadow striking the man down, just not let him go anywhere at all. Oh my goodness, try to see if you can spend some calm points at your finishes to hopefully build back up for yet another secret technique. We can throw a blind onto the paladin and force him to trick it out of him, and Glitch is looking to escape. Shadow Step, try to see if he can avoid him. Shield of Aegis is going to be proccing next to him. Cloak of Shadows with an evasion, maybe in a bit of trouble. Trying to go for a dance, give himself a little bit of healing. At this high dampening, though, not a lot of recovery can be done. Just trying to see, maybe Secret Technique will be enough here. Does he have enough? Trying to see if he can go for a big go. Vanish right after the rogue. I think he just tried to play it very careful. Does he go for an interrupt? Trying to go for an interrupt. Yasha was able to force the rogue out. Maybe potential bubble. Does he get himself? Oh! Secret Technique does it. I'm capping him out. My goodness. Hardville is going to be up next. Needs to get the dots onto the rogue and then keep him there. The rogue just pressed Cloak of Shadows, so having an Incubus with you, it is going to help you at least pull the rogue away off of you. Put some pressure away from you. Hopefully Gloosh is aware. He's watching out for Hardville. Should be seeing the Grimoire Sacrifice isn't on him. He does not have Grimoire Sacrifice, so should be aware that, hey, this is bad news. This means that he's got a pet somewhere nearby, somewhere stealthing around, skulking out in the open. Can the shot, immediate Incubus, and it's going to be a trigger for Glitch. Try to see if he can stay aggressive. I think he knows he needs to make it go now. He knows this risky play, but he needs to make it go. He has a vanish, he has resets. He can stay very aggressive. Shadow Step with a Shadow Meld, letting him dive back onto stealth. Shadow Fury in the wall by the Deathlight, by the Warlock. Does hit him with a full set of dots. Great, Hardville, full dots with an Arclight and everything. Glitch may be in a bit of trouble. Let's go for a vanish for a second, looking for a bit of escape. He needs to wait out those dots just a little bit. He needs to wait him out, got himself a little bit of re-stealth. It's going to be a Shadow Strike back to Hardville. It's going to be a potential succubus yet again. Does get CCS for a moment, but the dots are still on him, I think. Hunt is definitely going to... Hunt doesn't even break it. Definitely needs to get all the dots to the rogue. The rogue gets a Cloak of Shadows back up so early. I think with those vanishes, he does have cooldown reduction. So he's able to get that Cloak of Shadows back a little bit quicker. I think like 20 seconds quicker. And Gloosh just end up overcoming the Warlock with Gamer Org gonna be up next. Or Gamer Rock, Gamer OK, gonna be up next, charging in as Glitch dives in a restyle. Still got a couple of dots on him, so it's maybe gonna give Gamer an opportunity to find the rogue in between all those dots. That, or he's just gonna let him reset with those dots entirely. Just let him wait him out so it's more of a fair 1v1 duel. But we'll see. That Glitch has no life? Dude, Glitch? I mean, he does a pretty good job, you know what I mean? Like, if this is what it takes, if you just have to abandon life just to become that good to the game, I mean, that's commitment to the art, you know? That's how I view it. Gouge to the Gamer with a Kindred Shot Glitch, try to see maybe we can make a big play. Got himself Cold Blood, potentially? I think it was Cold Blood at some point. Secret Technique to follow. Big damage to the Gamer. Does himself full burst to follow. It's going to be disarm. Glitch with a, get a hit with a disarm as well. Maybe in a bit of trouble. There's a lot of bleeds racking up on him. Sound to follow does not have a trigger for it. Another set of bleeds. This Gamer trying to see if he can blast him out. Gonna be evasion, but the dots are already in. And Gamer trying to see if he can go into a defensive stance. Maybe it'll be enough to tank up the rogue a little bit. Fear by the Warrior. Trying to see if he can maybe blast out the rogue. Trick it out to follow. It's gonna be a Glitch. Trying to see if he can maybe survive it as Gamer got him some defensives and offensives on the ready. Charged out towards the rogue with a vanish as the rogue does get himself some cooldown reduction back a little bit quicker. No evasion for a while. Does have a blind. Has a trinket. Gamer looking like he's gonna just leap away. Maybe to see if he can disconnect from Gloosh. Does he have any dots on him? If he's got dots, that's gonna hurt his second wind recovery. So I don't know if he was able to get much of it. Shadow Strikes. Oh my god. Gloosh on like cleanup duty. There it is, boys. This is why they leave this boy on a cleanup duty, man. Because you just walk in, his whole team could just be absolutely plastered out. And you'll bring it back for his team back to back to back. Dude, Secret Technique is a huge hitter right now. Massive ability. A lot more people picking it up right now. And it's really, really hard. Definitely worth playing into. Now that they kind of killed off that whole Reprimand burst one-shotting thing, Secret Technique has to be like the ability a lot of people are focusing on Give that cold blood, guaranteed crit, lot of mastery, lot of damage. Yeah, big damn. That burst. He got a lot of burst, man. He got a lot of burst. Jesus ready, Bell, let me know if you're ready. Abe, let me know if you're ready. And Kragar, let me know if you're ready. Get commander, get commander. EU. How many were we at? 38? 9? Beautiful. Abe is ready. I want to see if I can get maybe a Belly. Belisarius and Abe Fisker. Get a little bit of variety with you boys. Let's do hook point. Let's do hook point. That's a good arena. Or at least I like that arena. I'm gonna get Jesus next. Nerf Shadow Strike and give it Secret Technique, one hit ability, GG Blizz. Well, I don't know about a one hit. It does a lot of damage, but it doesn't one hit. In fact, they kind of fixed it because there used to be like a weird interaction with that ability where you had to cold blood. Actually, it was a weird interaction where you could basically cold blood for 2/3 of that ability. So 2/3 of it would crit because it's like a multi-part ability. And then you would also be benefit from cold blood from Secret Technique and the Kyrian. So that combo was really, really strong. But they kind of killed out the Kyrian, they nerfed down Rotten. But Secret Technique is a finisher. And at least like one of those abilities being like guaranteed crit, or at least with cold blood now that changes to like cold blood, Secret Technique, all parts of the ability are crit. Or guaranteed crit. I don't know. Because it doesn't really one-shot. It does a lot of damage, don't get me wrong. But it's like only a part of that big one-shot wombo combo that they used to do. I don't know. Maybe like from me playing Rogue, that my perspective on it is a little bit different. Just because it doesn't really feel like an overpowered ability or anything. But you guys be the judge. The judge, the jury, and the executioner of these boys. You let me know how you feel. You know what I mean? So Twitch. We got ourselves Kairos over on the team too. Got himself a shroud really early on as Merc Druid gonna be first up, skulking around in stealth. Try to see if he can get himself a big old bite of the Dragon Caster. I was gonna say Dragon Warrior, but they're not really warriors per se. Gonna be a stun, but it's gonna be shrouded with a deep breath. I don't know if he's running the deep breath stun. Did a little bit of damage to Merc, who is gonna be chasing after wall to follow him. That's gonna be a wall for Kairos. Got himself big master damage, potentially big blaster. Gonna be a big disintegrate onto Merc. Does he get himself maybe a deep breath to follow or a fire breath? Trinket out of the druid. I'm not really sure what he trinketed. Did the Chicken get a knockback? Gonna be another disintegrate with the Thorn Stomper. Now Merc may be in trouble. Trying to go for Convoke. Definitely needs to pop out of the Convoke if he wants to give himself a heal. Big disintegrates onto the Druid though with a bash on the Karas. Is it gonna be enough though? Karas may be in a bit of trouble. Actually taking a bit of bleeds. Does not have a way to remove those bleeds anymore. He does have himself a Living Flame style ability, a red Dragonflight ability to remove bleeds. I think cauterizing wounds, but he did use it a little bit earlier. I think maybe he used it initially for the Frenzy in order to remove it to deny any kind of burst for the Feral, which is kind of nice. Having an Invoker who can remove bleeds just like that, like a Dwarven Racial, but for allies, it is actually like a hidden good ability. I feel like it has definitely some uses. Gonna be a stun with bleeds onto Karas. Does have some ability to get away from Merc. And Merc, I think, wanted to kind of go behind the pillar, but decided, you know what, I'm gonna root him out in the open. Get some damage done. Bark's going to follow. Gives him a little bit of the recovery. Karas does use Shatter. Potentially big damage on the Merc. Merc is going to leap in. He's going to get interrupt onto the green spells, but just have access to all the other spells, the red and the blue. Going to be the Shroud. Immune to CC for a little bit. Does get a sleep onto the Kitty. Looking for a Living Flame to recover. The Kitty does not get full recovery. I think the reason why the Warrior got full recovery then might have been Second Wind. Might have been second one at the time. Convoke versus the Evoker. Does he have an interrupt for it? It's trying to search to follow. Does Evoker take him down? Is the Merc going to be able to take him down? Does get himself plenty of healing. Karan's trying to see if he can get himself recovery as well. Living Flames in order to help him recover, catch up. Going to be regrowths from Merc. As a man looking to potentially dive back into stealth. Wants to keep the bleeds rolling the Evoker as best as possible. Does the Evoker have enough to fight him through? Bash. The Feral is putting in the bleeds. Big bites to follow. Trying to see if he can make a play right now. Karas does get himself some healing. As he takes damage, he's actually going to re-heal right through it. Root onto Merc with a Firebite to follow. Maybe that'll give him a lot of procs for the Living Flames. Instant Living Flames could be massive. Got himself big Master proc, big Disintegrator after, big procs to follow. Is it going to be another Disintegrate, slowing down Merc by quite a bit. Regrowth to follow, trying to go for a bit of recovery. He's still dotted up, still bleeding out profusely. Maybe in a bit of trouble, trying to use mobility, but the man needs to go for a heal immediately unless he's done for the count. Trying to see if he can break away from the Evoker. At least able to get some line of sight, picking up the eyes, I think, by complete accident. And the man may be down for the count as Kara has got himself mobility. Does Merc get to escape him at all though? Kara is still charging out. Disintegrate to follow, trying to go for a bit of bleeds back, but Kara does end up sniping him out in a kill with Big Pop. Pap gonna be up next. Big Deep Breath does not have a stun with a deep breath, but he is going to be able to at least get away from him for just a moment. Knocking him back. Does Power Pap use more mobility? Disintegrates are going to slow down Power Pap by a big amount. Spear onto the Evoker is going to interrupt it for a second. Curse may be in big trouble. My god, the burst out of Power Pap is insane. He may be playing that crit spear build though, where he wants to maximize the most amount of damage. Man, Fury Warrior's crit build is just nutty right now. Absolutely insane, with Kioska gonna be up next. Also on the team, we got ourselves Glig. We got ourselves Airless. We got ourselves Alistair. Lots of hunters today, man. So one is survival, one is a beast mastery. So let's take this as a bit of variety. Gonna Power Pap taking a lot of damage with a flanking strike. As it's gonna be Kioska close to the gap. Stormbolt to lock it out for just a second. Got him sort of like in case the freezing trap is waiting for him. Kioska looking to back up out of there for just a moment. Still trap, just separated from the warrior. Seeing that frenzy region, he wants to put him on ice. But does he realize it's potentially going to be a second win on Papa? Before second win comes in, before second win helps him recover, he is going to send in the Muskrat, a little... Oh, not a Muskrat anymore, it's an Otter. It is an Otter. I was thinking, usually you run the little Muskrat from Legion, but this time it's an Otter. It does have like the greenish, I think, sprint ability, which made me think like is the other one. Going to be a Stormbolt onto Kioska, big explosive onto Papa. Man, trying to go for a War Stomp. But I think he's just kind of going to be very, very careful. Trying to Bloodthirst off of Kioska. Just a little bit of Bloodthirst. Trying to make that fear. Just a little bit of heal. But Kioska with a kill shot right through the heart. Taking down the big bull. With Belly going to be up next. Arms Warrior. Blade Storm. Immune to CC. Kioska with a Battle Master Trinket. Got himself a little bit extra health to borrow. Big Execution is just going to be blasted about his belly. Looking to close that gap some way, somehow. Just going to get himself a little bit of mobility. Just a little bit. Freeze the trap around the corner. We're just going to slow him down by quite a bit. Kioska, does he have recovery here? I want to see if I can skip that song. It's not a bad song. It just, I don't think it meets the intensity of these duels. Also this one. I'll do a couple of skips until I find the one I like, boys. Hope you don't mind me. Don't mind me. Just find the tune to blast these duels to Belly trying to maybe look for Kioska. Leap is going to stun him, but it's going to put him at least in a better spot than he thought he was going to be. That's actually not a bad move. Now he's DR'd too, so next stuns are not going to be nearly as deadly. Belly does get hit with a charge trap though. The Muskrat is, or the Otter is going to go in for a kill command, but he's just going to dive into camo anyway. Wait, I thought he was just going to combat. Apparently not. That, or maybe he can get his pet to kill command. Wait, Belly is DC'd? Oh, Belly may be DC'd for a second. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Kioska backing up out of there for a second. He's given Belly an opportunity to come back. Belly may have DC'd like hard DC, but he's given him a chance here. Dampening is rolling up, so we can't really have Belly DC for too long. But Kioska is giving him a chance to come back, chat. He is giving him a chance, trying to make it a proper 1v1. Belly, are we back? He's trying to kind of hit him a little bit, but still wants to give him a chance. It's a choice between, like, do you just kill him to the next competitor goes? Because there's nothing we can do about it, right? Oh, unfortunate, Belly. Unfortunate, man. He gave you a little bit of time. He gave you a bit, yeah. He gave you a bit. Chat, you guys were my witness. He gave him a bit of opportunity. As Gloosh going to be up next. Immediate sack versus Gloosh. Got him some big secret technique. I think secret technique actually ends up splitting some of the damage with Kioska's pet. We just help him a little bit. Stone onto Gloosh. Death mark on him with an explosive shot right after him. The explosion is going to be, I think, maybe kind of deadly. But Gloosh looks like he took almost no damage from it. Maybe just healing right through it. Back-to-back Shadow Strikes versus Kioska. Does get bound with a body shot for a second. Freezing trap is going to end up kind of almost trying to see if he can dismantle the trap really quickly. Try to see if he can strike his dagger down to maybe even proc the trap before he walks. That was a cool animation either way. Shadow Strike versus the Hunter does end up taking him out. My goodness, the sub-rogue, man. Right now, everybody on Team 1 better be extra careful. You gotta whittle down the sub-rogue bit by bit. Unstoppable joins in. Oh my god, my man returns. He's looking gorgeous. How you doing? That's a guy I haven't seen in a long, long while. Hell yeah. My goodness, that's an elemental shot, but I didn't even realize it, boys. I didn't even realize it. Hell yeah. Gonna be eyes picked up by Alistair. Gloosh skulking behind the pillar. Hanging out by the big shark. Sap onto Ali. Ali could dismount and let the pet savage at Gloosh and get him out of stealth, which would help Ali to avoid any kind of opener by Gloosh. I think he's just gonna go for triple sap. Death and Decay doesn't quite reach him. Maybe potentially we'll have to go for another set of eyes, unless Gloosh wants to give himself an opener. Does he have the cooldowns? He doesn't have a trinket. He has evasion coming back up. No vanish for a bit. So Gloosh is kind of exposed if he goes in now. He's going to have to play it very, very carefully if he wants to make sure he gets the most damage versus Alistair. Alistair with an IBF as soon as it happens, with a full army that join in. Grippy hand up. Gloosh is not an escape for the moment. Cloak and evasion are keeping him alive here, but it's going to be chased down by the army of the dead. Does have a shadow mill, but it's going to be dots on him. Smoke bomb to follow. Alistair, if you're careful enough, fast enough, you may be able to get Gloosh out of stealth. There's going to be a sap under Alistair. Does he have the pets attacking him? You could get the pets attacking him. Oh no. I think Alistair's pets may be on passive, which would be super unfortunate. No, they are active. They're playing. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I thought for a second maybe they were passive. That would have been tragic. Stun onto the Death Knight. Gloosh just continuing to savage, just rip right through him with back-to-back Eviscer. Disarm into the Death Knight with a blind as the army of the dead is attacking the rogue. They cannot escape him. Skulker and the undeads are making their way slowly but surely with the Gargoyle actually the perfect spot. Gloosh may be in a bit of trouble. Does get himself advantage back up at the last second. Is going to be going for a Shadow Strike. Stun onto Gloosh. Is going to be a stun back into Alistair. Do the pets do enough damage here? The Gargoyle trying to make work happen, but I don't know if it'll be enough. Gloosh just end up fighting through the army of the undead. I don't know if they still got a disease on him or not, but that would be unfortunate. You see mid-game, F me mad. That's all good, Belly. We gave you a little, they did give you a chat can be my witness here. They gave you a little bit of time in order to try to see if you can maybe come back. We gave you a bit, but if it hard to see happens, hard to see happens. But yo, I can get you in next, eh? How does that sound? I'll get you back in here just so you guys can get another chance. Gonna be Gloosh trying to go for a bit of a first aid. It looks like Ariellis wants to give him a proper honor duel, maybe? That, or maybe they're just waiting for the rogue. One of those two. Either they're waiting for a proper honor duel, or they're just waiting for the rogue to kind of come at him. I'm not really sure. But Gloosh should be able to recover himself just a little bit more health. I'm trying to figure out. Ari does drop in the camo. Maybe they were waiting for the rogue the entire time. Maybe they're just like trying to give him as much of an opportunity. Gloosh goes into a corner. Oh no. He's just waiting in camp for some cooldowns, isn't he? Ari may have to pick up eyes because this rogue ain't coming out anytime soon. Gloosh prowling around. We walk next to Ari. Could be pretty deadly. Does Ari realize where the rogue could be? Dropping down a flare, trying to use a bit of that stream snipe strat. Doesn't quite help him. Not yet, at least. Maybe at some point. Problem with rogue is 2 charges of advantage plus 20 second CDR with a pop advantage on 40 second major cities. It is pretty strong, Lewis. It is pretty strong. Yeah, I think it definitely gives him a little bit of a different dynamic, and vanishing for rogue and cooldown reduction is very, very powerful. But we'll see, you know. We have seen some rogues get blasted out in duels. It's not like they're immortal. We have seen them go down. But a good sub-rogue, I feel like we'll always be able to do pretty well. But sack really early by Ari. Interesting. Sacking really early on. Gonna be a sap onto the pet. Get a shot onto Ari. Do they have enough in order to survive this here? Does use pet sack maybe a little bit early. Full burst out of Gloosh. Is it gonna be enough though? Ari does go for a late trinket with a turtle shell. And Gloosh dives back into stealth immediately. Has a vanish. I think he only used a shadow mode just to get himself into reset. And Ari dropping down butting shot. I don't really know if that's gonna end up helping you much here. But maybe? Potentially? Gloosh, I think, just gonna wait out for the sap completely. Pet, main pet, I think, getting sapped up, so you can't even go for pet sack. Cheap shot. Oh my god, he's literally hitting from another zip code. Look at that range on the acrobatic strikes ability. Stone into Gloosh is gonna go for a trick and immediately trying to see if he can end their duel. Oh my god. Hunter never had a chance with Glig. Gonna be just charging out with Glee, just charged out of the guy with a coordinate assault. Look at that charge. That was so cool. That was so much range covered in just a second. Stone into Gloosh with a death mark. That's gonna be a death chakram rather. Blind onto Glig. Your name, it's hard to pronounce it because I keep thinking Glig, but every time I say it, it's almost like I'm interrupting myself. It's almost like I'm just like trying to I'm trying to say a word and then catching myself. Glee. Should I call it Glee? It's just Glee. I'll call it Glee. I'll call it Glee. Just that actually one of the G's is silent, but this G, that's the only G I need is this man right here. Glee, get hit with a sap up. As Gloosh skulking around, traps all over the place. Glee, does he get to find the rogue? He got himself that spear from the spear rare. Cool. Stun onto Glee. Does he have any survivability? Oh my god, the rogue just ripping right through him. Oh my god. Yo, that shadow, that secret technique ability is insane. The man just rips right through these boys like they're nothing. They don't stand a chance. Oh my goodness. Rogue hard carrying us, to be honest. Dude, the Rogue is doing really well. Glitch is insane. Glitch is actually insane. And I think he won like second to last too, yeah? Didn't even go last there. Let's get another one here going, boys. Yeah, another up and running for the day. Yo, teams, let me know when you're ready. Hey, Jesus, Belly. I need to get Belly back in here, man. He did have a DC. We tried again. Ready for DC, I promise. All right, I'll throw you guys versus Jesus, I guess. Yeah? Does Cracker have a team? Did you ever put a team together? What arena do I throw you guys into? Abe is ready. We'll get you guys in there in a second. I did promise Belly I want to get on him in because he did have a DC. Nagrand? I feel like we're gonna get all tired of Nagrand really quickly though. Chat, do you guys want to see more arenas, or do you guys like seeing the Grands? Do you like seeing the arenas we normally do? Or would you rather see a lot more variety? Like the big arenas that are maybe like too big for duels? Because I usually been trying to avoid those, but like no Kadon does not work for me at this level, at level 60 character. So I need to get a level 70 in order to implement no Kadon in our rotation. That's gonna be kind of lame until then. I don't know, chicken button hotfix. Oh, cool. Oh yeah. So idle chickens got buffed. That's awesome. I think they're trying to make it more competitive. That Rogue is so much damage, it's almost unfair. Almost unfair. Almost, but not quite there yet, is it? Well, it's gonna be Glitch versus Nasty. Both of them got a Rogue, so both of them should be very, very effective. I could see them nerf sub rogues though. I feel like we'll see though. We'll see. You know, in a 1-on-1 setting, I think sub is good, but I gotta see how they are in 2s and 3s. I imagine they're pretty good right now though. Like this damage translates to 2s or 3s really, really well at the high end. I gotta watch some of the like, high end arena games, see what that's like. EU. How many are we at? 30, 40. Oh, okay. Yo, give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. And I like how Merc is in CC or in South. Perfect. Beautiful. Hell yeah. Okay, now I'm ready. Switch. We got us as Merc Druid gonna be first up over for the team 1 versus Yasha the Paladin at the ready, dropping in concentration, waiting for the Feral Druid's approach. We got Big Papa Pap over on that team sleeping. They have a slumber party over here with Unstoppable as well as Belly with Gloosh at the stealth. Looks like everybody's going to sleep because they're like, okay, the Rogue is going next. All right. We're sleeping. Gonna be a stun onto Yasha. Got himself a Shield of Vengeance. Looks like he maybe potentially wants to see if he can get it, patch it back up to the Feral, but those bleeds are gonna build through the shield very quickly. Not gonna be able to use that shield to burst it onto the Feral. Try to go for a bit of a convoke versus the Paladin, but the Paladin with a quick, I think, human racial to break out of it and acquire a quick and interrupt. Or maybe that's, was that a human racial? May have not even been a human racial. May have just been like a short stun. A shorter than expected stun, as Merc does not have a trick anymore, does get a restun back onto Yasha. Is it going to be enough damage though? With a blind right after, does not have an hour. Does Yasha have enough damage? Is going to get an auto attack in between of that blind. You want to make sure you take a big step back when you throw a blind on the guy. Just so when you're throwing out spells at him and other abilities, that you have a much easier time dealing with the blind. As long as you don't auto attack and do physical damage only wholly, you don't break the blind. Gonna be a stun to Merc. Is it gonna be enough here? Yasha trying to build up a little bit of damage, but the man is still struggling. The bleeds are catching up, the bites out of the Feral, the shreds, and he got himself the Ursos just to keep him in place so he doesn't go anywhere. So Merc potentially can get himself a bit of a reset. Over in the team 2, we got us as Gamer, we got us as Mock, then we got us as Nasty, we got us as Hardville, as Yasha charges out, getting stunned up by the Feral Druid yet again. Merc trying to go for a bit of a basket, trying to establish a set of bleeds, bash onto Yasha with a convoke, but it's going to be potentially yet another interrupt. He does get interrupted. Definitely needs to be very careful with those stuns and convokes. When you're going for a rake stun into a bash, that's going to be very DR'd. Shield of Vengeance up for Yasha. It's going to reverse back damage to Merc, but Merc does have a pre-walled already. Does Yasha have a stun? Potentially a blind, because Merc could be in a bit of trouble. Merc backing up out of there, trying to play it very safe. Maybe could go for an interrupt. Try to go for an interrupt as Yasha baiting him away from the pillar, just at least so he can get himself a little bit more holy power generation. Stun, does it have enough damage here? Potentially big proc. I don't know if he's got wings available. Maybe Trumple's vertical will be enough though. Massive hammer. Oh, does get himself a Wake of Ashes at the end. I do wonder if any of you guys are running Wake of Ashes, or if any of you boys are playing, what's it called? It's like the consuming version. It's the holy power version. Wake of Ashes. Radiant Decree? Is that what it is? Maybe I'm wrong on that one. but there is a version where you can modify Wake of Ashes to be a spender rather than a builder. It does quite a bit of damage, more than a Tempest Verdict. But it's still, it's an interesting one. It's weird. Gonna be a little bit more damage onto Yasha. Does go for a bubble. Blind into Gloosh. Is it gonna be perfect? Almost got the full blind set of CC perfect, but does get an auto attack in there to break the blind and get Gloosh knocked back into his senses. Is gonna be going on for a full vanish as it is full wings out of the Paladin. And Gloosh is gonna wanna end up waiting it out a little bit. Shadow Strike towards Yasha with a Kidney Shot to follow. Is it going to be enough damage? Big Shadow Strike. Secret Technique. Oh my god, that Secret Technique just rips through these boys. Just rips them apart, man. Mock Dem going to be up next as an Arms Warrior. Going to be a Rogue. I think going in for a Shadow Step. Spear. Everything available. Maybe full set of Blades. Evasion by the Rogue. Can go for an Overpower. Does able to break through the defenses though with Overpowers. Fear onto Gloosh. Big Executes to follow. Does get hit with a Disarm. Does he go maybe for a Trinket? I don't think he wants to. I don't think he wants to charge towards the Rogue. Does sun him out or root him out in place. Potentially maybe Bleed to roll into Gloosh. The man could be in trouble. Does Mock Dem take him out? And Gloosh has a bleed on him. Mock Dem. Does he have a leap? I don't think he does, so he's going to go for the no eyes available on one side. He has to cut across, but the Rogue, he knows he's going to be there to stop him. Try to see, maybe get on top of the Rogue. Nope, the Rogue goes in for Slice and Dice into behind the pillar. Mock Dem trying to see if he can pick up the... Didn't pick up the eyes. Leap. Sees the Rogue out of cell. Gouge. Breaks out of it. Gonna be Kidney Shot. Dusty Trinketed. Trinket Stormbolt to follow. Gloosh does Trinket out of it as well. Big damage to the Mock Dem. Does have a parry to follow. Gloosh trying to see if he can avoid him. Slow down into the Rogue. Is gonna use Sprint in order to try to see if he can get away. Does Mock Dem have another lead potentially? If he has another charge, he potentially... Sap? He got out of combat for just a half a second. And Gloosh immediately bonked that man with a sap. That is absolutely insane. Mock Dem does end up getting quite a bit of recovery. Wall or defensive stances up. The man, I think, has Gloosh on the run. He has him on the ropes. No more evasion. Cloak of Shadows at the ready. Not a lot of vanishes right now. Mock Dem trying to see if he can bait the Rogue. He knows that he's going to be in a tight spot. The next go by the Rogue is going to be very, very deadly. If he picks up eyes right now, 5% more damage taken, not going to be great. Spearing the Feral Druid? Why you do that? What did that man do to you? Gloosh with Shadow Blades, does he know? I think he's just like, you know what? I just want to get in there. Dance into Gouge immediately. Trying to see if he can prolong and maximize the damage he's doing. Big burst. Oh, Mock Dem with a fear. Is it going to be enough here, though? He needs everything. He needs literally everything. Stun onto Gloosh. Trying to get some damage. Spirit to follow. That's going to be disarm, but it's going to be a banner in order to reduce the effectiveness of the disarm. Evasion available for Gloosh. Does he use it? Big executes to follow. Does it take him out? Still big bleeds on him. Is going to whirlwind him out. Blaze to follow right after Gloosh, but then she could still be in trouble. Evasion to break down. Mock Dem has full cooldowns at the ready. Stun right after the kid Blaze Storm is out into a Secret Technique and just walks up out of there. As shadowy rogues spawn in from the nether and just a help of a sound. Basically, with Secret Technique, you're spawning in like images of yourself that will help you attack him as well. Man, that was such a close duel. Oh my god, that was so close. You almost had him. Oh my god. I feel like what Mock Dem should have done is he should have maybe popped full cooldowns and then Stormbolt, Spear, Gloosh. Charge Stormbolt, Spear. Because then he had to like, I don't know, maybe then Spear and everything else would have done a little bit more damage on the bat. Maybe, because it felt like he would kind of like charge in Stormbolt, then Spear, then cooldowns and everything, but I don't know. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough situation to be in. Definitely a rough one. Bennett takes away CD by 20 seconds, especially with 2 charges. It is really, really rough, man. The Rogue with vanishes, it is giving a lot of cooldown reduction. Gamer does pick up the eyes though, leaping in towards the Rogue. Does he have Zerkeration? Does he even play Zerkers? Oh no. Get a shot up for Gloosh. Trying to see if he can maximize some damage. Gamer gonna trick it out of it. Got him some big bleeds. Massive damage from Secret Technique. Absolutely obliterated Gamer. Not a lot of health in the ready. Got him some big damage versus Gloosh though. Disarm right after. Gloosh getting hit with a disarm of his own. Oh my goodness. Does he have evasion? He does have a Vanish very, very soon. Vanish will help him get an evasion back up a little bit quicker. Got him some to pick up. Gamer needs to find a way to lock down Gloosh. Just to make sure it's prolonged. Next stun is going to be very deadly for Gloosh though. Does go for a Kidney Shot onto Gamer. Does he have Secret Technique back up? I don't think so. But you never know. My goodness. Deeping in around the corner. Going to be Gloosh just trying to see if he can bail away from Gamer. Does go into re-stealth. Vanish at the ready in case he needs one. He knows he doesn't have a trinket. Next stun, if Gamer has any cooldowns, next stun could be incredibly deadly. Does he chance it? does see a chance, and he does go in for a shadow strike with a kidney shot. Maybe big damage, big defense for Gamer right now. Secret technique is getting used up into another cheap shot. This eviscerate is going to be yet another eviscerate into an disarm. Gamer just needs to wait this out a little bit longer. Does he have the damage to follow up? Glitch does have an evasion. Is it going to be enough though? Full cooldowns for Gamer. Trying to see if he can blast out Glitch. Is it going to be enough though? Trying to see if he can make himself a big play. Evasion up right now. He does go into defensive stance. Needs to wait this out just a little bit longer. Does he have a fear? Potentially. If he has a fear, he could lock the rogue down for a second. Kidney shot. I think it may be over. Let's go try to see if he can chip away with him with backstabs back to back with an eviscerate at the very end with Hardwell. Not letting Glitch escape without some dots. My goodness. Oh, this rogue right now. This is absolutely blasting him out. And Glitch does use Shadow Dance, try to go for a gouge, maybe potentially big burst on a Hardwell. May have to play it very, very defensively. Get a shot onto Hardwell, trying to see if he can make a play. Secret technique is getting used up, but he has to go for a vanish and a bit of a reset. Man, that is rough. He thought maybe he could get himself a big go with a gouge, kidney shot, lock him down because he had secret technique at the ready. But the succubus is going to be able to stop you in your way. It's going to be rough. Glitch does get himself a bit of a reset. Does roll into a slice and dice heal as well, so it's going to help him out a ton. Eyes picked up by Hardwell. He knows that it's going to be at some point a succubus CC. Trinkets out of it. Does he just go in for big damage either way? Secret technique is up. It's going to attack succubus a little bit, but some damage goes through with Hardwell anyway. Mortical again sent in as Hardwell with a fear versus Glitch. Trying to see maybe we can make a play. Did Glitch just go for a shadow meld there? Might have been a shadow meld out of the rogue. As Hardwell try to keep the dots rolling in onto Glitch with the drain left to follow, but after does go for a quick kick with a pet CC. Is it going to be enough though? Hardwell got Bonza fell full dots at a Glitch. Does the man break the Bonza fell though? Blind? Try not to break it. Getting a shot onto Hardwell. Is it going to be enough though? Does Glitch realize that the rogue is right next to him, by the way? I don't know if he does. Maybe he can vanish. Maybe he can break in between. Vanish. Oh, Nasi tried to see if he can take him out, but the vanish out of the rogue does let him out, get out of sight. Maybe Cloak of Shadows. Catch a restart. Nasi does not realize where the rogue is at. He did not catch it fast enough. So it's going to be Glitch potentially going for 1v5 maybe in this duel. Actually insane. And Glitch trying to see if he can maybe put himself in the corner and just chill out. Wait for a bit of that recovery. Can he do it though? I think he could make a comeback. It's going to be down to getting Trinket out of Nastya. If you can get a Trinket out of him, I think he's going to be able to live. All he needs to do is just try to see if he can go for a big go, lock him down. Eyes are available, so Nastya could take the advantageous position where he's at right now. Where he's out in the open, he's looking for a Glitch. He has every cooldown at the ready. The longer you wait, the better it's going to be for Glitch. So right now, picking up the eye may not be a bad idea. But does he know where Glitch is at? Glitch is playing a very, very defensive smoke bomb right now, so Glitch knows that he's picking up the eye. Nastya, does he realize where Glitch is at? He needs to be very careful with the pillars because it could be a rogue behind one of those pillars, ready with a sap. Looking for one pillar, looking for the next, approaching one on the right, and that's where going to be Glitch out the bob with a quick sap. But does himself a big go here though. Gouger into a kidney shot, potentially big Kyrian setup. Going to be a Trinket blind with a vanish out of Nastya, trying to make sure that he's all good to go. But Glitch, the game has been going on long enough and he was able to get back his Trinket. That's going to be really, really rough for Nastya right now. Trying to see if he can have himself a bit of a go versus Glitch. Get a shot to lock him down. Glitch has the Trinket in case he needs to, deciding whether he needs to use it at all. Maybe able to just go for a blind. Lived it. Didn't rather go for a blind. Nastya couldn't kill him fast enough. This is going to be an opportunity for Glitch to have himself his own go. Does he do it though? Can he do it? He got himself Shadow Blades and everything. Potentially can make himself a big play. Can the Shadow Nastya does himself a big setup? Maybe. Massive go. Oh my god, this is visceral. Oh, Jesus Christ, that is a lot of damage. This rogue just absolutely 1v5. Unstoppable. Unmatched. This guy, dude, nothing's stopping him. If you don't have a Trinket, that man knows your number. Jesus Christ. Glitch figured out the secret technique, literally. My goodness, what the hell are these rogues? I know, right? Rogues are nutty right now. Let's get another go, boys, yeah? Cold blood, secret technique, all those combos, it is insane. Complete the following mythic dungeon achievements listed below. Nice, I found one of my snail members. Hell yeah, Atho. Hell yeah, my guy. How you doing, by the way, buddy? Hell yeah, ready as always. Sounds good. Jesus is ready. Man, there's so many rogues in the team. Abe, let me know if you're ready, Kiosco. I can get you in. I got a spot for you. That's a lot of rogues I guess you've right through. Who is he? Glitch has been around on the channel for a while. Glitch is just a rogue in the EU, just one of the Slavic boys hanging around, blasting in duels. Doesn't say much, but he's just chilling. You'll see him in chat sometimes. No, może kiedy trinkiem. No, może kiedy trinkiem. Say it. No, może kiedy trinkiem. I think it's like, it's mainly not to trinket, or we ain't trinket for that man. One of those two. It depends how you translate it. My translation has been a little off. Oh my god. Let's get another one going, boys. Abe is ready. So both of you guys have a group rogue in your team, man. Gonna be last for some. Fair enough. A couple of flowers obliterated us. A couple of flowers obliterated us. Really, me and want to do a plus 13 first time plus of the season. Was a sure vote. Guess what went? Well, yeah. Yeah, that. First pulls are rough. I don't think you can pull the flowers all together. I think I have to pull them like one at a time. Let me get you guys in here. It's gonna be Jesus and Abe Fisker. What arena to throw you guys into? Dalaran Sewers? Hopefully I got it right. Oh, Belly, for someone in your team, that's going to be the last game. Okay, Belly, I'll get you team in 5. Tell them 5 minutes, boys. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. It's going to be nice to walking in. 1v5, easy. You know what I mean? No more rogues, please. Should we make a rule, no more rogues? Actually, that may be not a terrible idea. Should we implement rules like, hey, no more rogues, guys. No more rogues. Enough. Actually, that is a good question, though, chat. Should we make that a rule? Yes or no? Now it's rogues. Remember, everyone wanted Pharaoh's banned back in BFA. Now it's rogues. It's always a totem pole. There's always going to be somebody at the top of that totem pole. Always is, man. There always has been. But if you guys are legit about banning rogues for the rest of the night, like if you guys are legit about it, then maybe, right? Maybe we do that. Twitch. We got ourselves Alim Smirty? Alim Smirt. Ali Smirt? I want to call you Ali. I'll call you Ali. We got ourselves Gamer on that team. Nice. We got ourselves Pravai Svet? Pravai Svet. Svet means light. Pravai means I have no idea. Light? We got us a light. Glee is going to be first up versus Ali. Immediate stun lock comes in as he goes in for a full incarnation as a Feral Druid. I haven't seen incarnation in a while. Glee backing up out of there is going to charge in with a coordinated assault. Massive damage from Ali. Ali made to pop wall. Big healing recovery for the Feral Druid, however. Mad healing for this man. What is healing you right now? Absolutely topped himself off. I think it was a renewal together with a fatty regrowth crit. Gonna be Glee trying to go for a bit of recovery behind the pillar, but Ali trying not to let him recover fully. Shrink it out of the freezing trap. Is gonna go for a bash. Gonna be a bit of damage. Glee trying to go for a bit of a more health to work with a survival of the fittest damage reduction. Is it gonna be enough to break through the Pharaoh's defenses as the man is still holding on to a wall? Glee backing up out of there entirely. Does he have any more self-healing at all? He needs to utilize the traps and the CC in order to control the Pharaoh until the man approaches. Bleeds just sent him over the edge, apparently. Looks like Glee died just to a bleeding. That was incredible. Ali apparently got some nasty bleeds in there. Nasty dots. Gonna be Ari Ellis. Airless. Stone onto Ali. It's going to be a full pets, locking him down. Barskin used by Feral Druid very early on. Going to be a disengaged by the Hunter with a binding shot onto the Feral Druid. Does go into bear form. Barskin trying to see if he can tank this up a little bit. Maybe get a couple friends and regens. But under a ton of pressure, could be in a bad tight situation. Got himself even more friends and regens. Maybe that'll be enough to keep him healing as the entire zoo gets unleashed. You got the birds. You got the... honestly, it would be funny if you had the birds and the bees in there too. But it's got the stag, the bird, and the wolf. Gonna be a wolf for Ali, trying again to shift into bear form whenever possible to give himself a lot more recovery. As Ari got himself maybe a little bit of survivability left. Doesn't have turtle shell with a exhilaration just got used. So kind of running out of cooldowns a little by little. Definitely needs to establish a play versus Ali if they want to lock down the druid and win this one. Ali has in rage regens, or friends of regen up. He does have renewal, so as long as he uses it in bear form, he'll be able to get a lot more value out of it. And Ari taking a bit of bleeds, taking a bit of damage, may have to go for... Does Beastmaster Hunter have many bandages? I believe they do. Mad damage onto Ali. Could be under a ton of pressure. The pets are frenzied up and they're ready. That's a lot of pets joining in. Gonna be a Barskin in the bear form. Freezing shot for just a second. As the bear starts to close the gap, Ari was not really happy about that one at all. Trying to see if he could put him on ice. And Ali at no help whatsoever. So same thing for Ari, the hunter. Both of them are extremely low. Maybe Ali could just get in there close enough. Maim onto Ari. Is it going to be enough? That does the hunter go down? Turtles to follow. Do the potential to have a recovery, but that's going to be the bleed setting him over the edge. And Ali does end up taking him down. That was very, very close. Almost had it, but not quite enough. With Kiosk going to be up next as a Beastmaster Hunter this time, instead of that survival. Ali did burn a trinket really early on here. Really early on, so he's not going to be just fully CCable. But he does get himself the bear regeneration. Frenzy regen while in bear form. Lots of health to work with. Lots of recovery. Plenty of armor. Does end up slowing down a little bit of that Beastmaster Hunter's approach. Survival of the fit is getting used by Kiosko really early on. Death Shark come onto Ali. Could be potentially in big trouble. That's a lot of damage taken by the Feral Druid. If Kiosko can keep the pets on him and keep line aside, get a couple of kill commands on it back to back, is going to go for a bit of that Bear's Fortitude to give himself a little bit more health to work with. Think of Bear's Fortitude as like a commanding shout, but for hunters. Ali at no help whatsoever in the execute range. Kill command, not enough. Maybe a little bit of pet damage. Does he have enough right now? Ali, how are you still alive, by the way? This druid right now, he just does not want to go down without a fight as we hit into that 4-minute mark. Finally, dampening starting to ramp up, and Kiosko goes down to the Feral Bleeds. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Oh no, everybody on that team too just got absolutely obliterated by the Feral Druid. Those bleeds just set him, a lot of them, over the edge. Alistar is going to have to be the man to bring it back for his team. Has to fight versus Gamer, Nastya, Pravi, as well as Yasha. That's a lot of these boys out here. Going to be a stone into Gamer. Does he burn the trinket? I think he might have used a human racial for that one. Grippy hand at the ready. Reflect out for Gamer. Try to see if he can potentially overpower the Frost Death Knight. Looking to maybe like take him down. As Ali got a lot of the cooldowns already. Blinded to Gamer. Is going to summon up a new ghoul just to sacrifice it, expunge it for all of his life. And Gamer leaping in, looking for the Mexicans right now. Does the Death Knight have anything for it? Does get himself a death pack. But this pact of death is going to mean that he cannot really heal. He does borrow a little bit of health, but that borrow comes with a pretty big interest. Going to be a massive stun by the Frost from Drake with a stun into Alistar with a back-to-back executes, and down he goes with Kalar is going to be next. Got himself the Shroud. Gamer only uses a little bit of damage just to put the guy over the edge. Does go for a quick interrupt, big fireball to follow, knocking it back, but Gamer barely taking any damage. It's going to be a big disintegrates though. Mastery to follow. If Kara's got himself a massive goal with the disintegrates back to back, could be a constant slow, could be big beams of damage. Does go into defensive stance to see if he can tank up this damage a little bit. Big deep breath to follow, and Gamer trying to see if he can catch it with a bleed under the belly of the dragon. Reflect up too. And maybe he can get himself a Stormbolt onto Carrie. Does not break with adaptation. Carrie may be in a bit of trouble. Trying to go for Living Flame. Maybe self-recovery with a wall. Trying to go for a bit of healing, but the damage of a Fury Warrior is just overpowering right now. Quick charge to see if he can get back next to him. It's going to be another onslaught to give himself a bit more rage. More Living Flames for Carrie to keep himself recovering with the Disintegrate versus Gamer. Is it going to be enough though? Going for a leap. Does get himself a quick interrupt. Does he have enough for a big execute? As Carrie's looking for a little bit of a heal. But I don't really know if he can lose this. I think it's over. Yeah, it does go down. That is unfortunate. What is that Pharaoh's bleed build? He just melted these boys down. Just absolutely trucked them. The one I switched the one time I switched to BM. I know. That's why survival would have been amazing for like a little bit of that Manic Bandages. Chat, remind me, does BM also have Manic Bandages, or am I wrong about that one? Let's get another one going, boys. Yeah, Belly, let's get you in here. We'll do Belly versus, I think we'll do Kiosko. I feel like I see him needs another go there. I feel like his team definitely needs another go. And then 5V5 1v1 Duels. Sarius and Abe Fisker. I keep trying to write Kiosko. I keep having to correct myself. What arena do I throw you guys into? What haven't we done? Lordaeron, right? We haven't done Lordaeron. We could try Lordaeron. Oh, Lord. That's how you spell it. Okay, okay. That's my fault. It is a bug in PTR at one point. Oh, really? BM does not have it. It was a bug. Oh, really? Okay. I thought for some reason they added it to Beast Mastery. I guess I'm wrong. Windwalker, Fury, Demon Hunter, Red, Sub Rogue would have to rate them 1 out of 5. 1 is the best. Out of those 3, if I had to rate them, Fury and Sub Rogue definitely would be fine for that #1 spot in my opinion. I think everybody else is pretty close though. Like Red is pretty strong in terms of the burst that he's got. Windwalkers are pretty nutty. They also have quite a bit of burst. Maybe not as good survivability, but definitely good numbers to put up. And Demon Hunter's also got really good numbers too. Like Demon Hunter is definitely not a bad spec. Red is one of the few classes that can beat as Ellie. I can beat as Ellie? Yeah. Rogue is no fun to watch unless they get in crushed like little pants as they are. Luctar. Yeah, what's up, man? Derp, how you doing, man? Hope you have a good one. Man, big fan of the Rogue gaming here, yeah? Yo, I did not think we were going to have this many Rogues out here tonight, Chad. And I did not think we were going to have Rogues doing this well. I thought, okay, well, they got nerfed recently. So maybe they're going to be a little bit more manageable. Nope, turns out they're still very strong. Switch. And they're sending Gloosh out first? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright. I guess they're sending the big guns first? That or who rolled lucky? Potentially? Man, you guys are going to have to work as a team too if you guys want to fight Gloosh. I think it's possible. I think one of you guys may be able to do it. But you definitely have to work as a team. One is going to have to go in there, manage to get all the cooldowns out of Gloosh. And maybe somebody might be able to get in there and lock him down. Glee is going to be first up. Trying to see if we can drop down a flare. One left, but it's funny if we're fine with it. He left before we get in. That's fine. That's fine. We could go 1v4. I mean, it's a Gloosh. You know what I mean? One-man army. So I think you guys are going to be okay. We're basically playing for 4. What would be a good class to start playing for PvP? Any of them. All of them. All of them are really good. If you want a good one that's like really good in PvP right now, I would check out like a warrior. That's a really easy to get into. If you want something more advanced, something with a something you can like kind of rack your head around for a while, rogues are a really good time to invest into, but they do take a little bit of time to learn. I'd say like usually melee are pretty easy to get into. Maybe like a warlock because they're generally tanky. I think if you do want to play caster, I think warlocks are generally pretty good. I would start out with demonology if you do start with one because your pets do a lot of damage. Or maybe affliction, just because that's a good. No, I'll probably do demon. I don't know. Probably warlock though. Actually, Death's fine too. Death's fine too. It's just they're really tanky, so I think you'll have an easier time with them. Sapper to the pet, gouge onto Glee. Does go for a trick and stun onto Gloosh, trying to see if he can deny the rogue and go for her before he has him so proper go. Going to be cortisone. Mad damage onto Glee. Oh my god, that secret technique just teared him apart. Oh my goodness. All the health just disappeared. With dots onto Gloosh, Alistair trying to see if he can charge up towards him. Maybe blast him out. Can he do it? And it's going to be Gloosh, I think, trying to maybe go for a shadow step around the guy. No, not even. That guy just melted. Jesus Christ. That was quick. Glee, we saw yourself for a second. I blinked and it was kind of low. My goodness. Gloosh is still in stealth. Eyes are picked up by Alistair. Does not have an out for any kind of saps or blinds. So he's going to be kind of open. He maybe has a double trinket for damage. But he won't really be able to do much in terms of dealing with rogues in terms of the CC. Maybe IBF for a stun or a normal human racial for stuns. But that's really about it. And Gloosh just kind of camp and waiting for his full cooldown to be back up for DKs. Yes, I know, right? Going to be a gouge to the death side into a kidder shot. Immediately does get himself at IBF to follow, but it's going to be mad damage into a disarm as the technique comes out. Alistair goes in for a stun, but looks like he just wants to walk away from Gloosh. There's going to be some cooldowns at the ready. Does summon in the pet to sacrifice it. But there goes that blind, and the man cannot get out of it. Full cooldowns at the ready. Gloosh does end up shadow stepping right back to him into yet another kidder shot. Alistair does have a human racial for it, so Gloosh was able to force out every cooldown out of the guy. That is super unfortunate. Yeah, for Alistair, he needs to really utilize the CC. Really needs to utilize the human racial and the IBF carefully against Rogue. Otherwise, he's just going to get locked down next stun lock combo when he has cooldowns, and then you're going to have an answer for it. Like here you go, secret technique, full damage, shadow strikes back to back, and visitors right after. Does get himself a dark pact in order to give himself a little bit of more survivability. Into a stun onto Gloosh. Is it going to be enough? However, may not be enough. Trying to see if he can maximize a little bit of damage. Dark pact still at the ready. Maybe can wait out the dark pact a little bit later. but Glitch is gonna press the offensive while the while the Necrotics hold up into a stun, but does end up taking him out. Into the next guy, which is Karis, does go for a bit of a deep breath, does not have a stun with a deep breath. Smoke bomb up right now. Karis got himself full mastery at the go. That's gonna be Glitch. Shadow stepping away from him. Karis trying to see maybe if he can catch back up to him. Trying to go for maybe a sap. Is that what happened? Is going to get himself a sap. Shrinking for Karis with that adaptation. Can't really control it. Running adaptation against the rogue may not have been a greatest move. Just because he could always force out that adaptation with a sap immediately. Stun to follow to see himself a big go. Secret technique. Big damage. My god. Yeah. Running adaptation, if you can't get out of that stun combo, not much you can do about it. Unstopped joined in to watch. He doesn't get to play. Sag. Dude, I want to get Unstoppable in here, man. I definitely want to get Unstoppable in here at some point. I definitely want to give this man a chance to play. I can change only their name, 5 more places. PvP BG's 5v5, 2 more places. Okay. Jeez. After this, I can help you get a group together. And maybe we should do like a no rogue game for a bit. Maybe we should do that for a bit. Just no rogues. Rogues can come on an alt or something, but no rogues. Just to make it fair for these boys. Yeah, maybe Unstoppable one day he'll be able to get a chance to play. Yo, Belly, if your group still sticks around, maybe we can glitch out of here, get Unstoppable a chance to play. You know what I mean? Freezing trap at a glitch. As Kiosk try to see if he can back up out of there for a second. Is playing that Beast Mastery. So he's got himself not a lot of survivability compared to survival with the many advantages, but maybe can still make a play. Got himself a big stun to glitch. Is it going to be enough damage? Big death chakra to follow. As it's going to be a disarm. Glitch getting hit with a scatter shot for just a moment. And Kiosk backing up out of there for a quick second. Does he himself any more damage to follow? Shadow step by the rogue. Is it going to be enough versus Kiosk? Did use survival of the fittest, and that's going to be Glitch actually going for a full recovery. No bleeds or nothing on him. I was thinking maybe it was going to be like pen bleeds. Do they not have a kill command bleed? Or is that maybe with the right set of talents? Going to be some kill commands. Doing a bit of damage. Glitch with a shadow step. Kill a shadow to Kiosk. I think he has himself that secret. Yeah. That secret technique, man. Once it gets you caught down, once it gets you locked down, there it is. Not much you can really do about it. That is unfortunate. Irella is going to be the last one left as a Beast Mastery. Where are your pets at, by the way? Uh-oh. May not be running with our pets. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Fighting be Papa instead. Can the shot Aurelius? Secret technique by Glitch maybe? Just eviscerates back-to-back vanish to follow. Secret technique almost hits him. Almost connects. Did Aurelius just give up? I think Aurelius just gave up. Just give up. Okay, that's fine. We'll go again. We'll go again. We'll just do a game with no rogues, chat. Just a game with no rogues. How does that sound? That was a weird one. That one was a weird one. Let's do another one. Kiosk, Belly, Jesus. However many rogues you guys got, get them out of there. No rogues for this one. 0 rogues. 0 rogues. Rogues can come on all if they want to. If they got like a warrior ult or whatever other ult they got, they're more than welcome to. But no more rogues. Do you need help inviting people in, Jesus? Because I can list the group. Make it a little bit easier for the boys to join in on either faction. 2 free places. I can help you out. Link the Rogue's Armory. Can somebody link Glitch's Armory real quick? Here we go. Pass me lead and I'll get a group up and running. I'll see if anybody's on as well. Check with BNet. There we go. Start a group 5v5 1v1 DUELS. You guys have to join in. Someone is queued. Yeah, one of you guys is queued up for something. You cannot queue for battleground or raid while using for dungeons or raids while using battlegrounds or arenas. You cannot queue for a dungeon or a raid while using battlegrounds or arenas. Somebody is in a BG. Who's in a BG? Let me just remake the group. Let me do it like this. I'll list the group myself. and Team Jesus can just join me. How does that sound? We'll do it like this. Just leave your group and just join me. I have no idea what's going on. Играть больше за рога тут нельзя. Но сегодня не больше не будет рогов. Только сегодня. В следующей неделе, да? Просто роги какого? Победят всех. Like the rogues armory, yeah. Саша, может твое armory, твое рога, твое armory в чате ставить? Поможет нам. Try to put a second group together, boys. If you guys want to join in, Team Jesus, you guys are more to join in. I don't know if you guys can join in my group. But yeah, I'll try to see if I can get this one set up and running, boys. But everybody on Team Jesus, if you guys leave and you all join my Molten Core group, unless you guys can't see it. Unless you guys can't see it. Big Papa Pap, got you in. Tomorrow we're ready. Oh, okay, apparently Jesus got a full group. No rogue? I just gotta make sure there's no rogue. Belly, do you have a 5-man? Also, Kiosco, do you have a 5-man? Also, make sure you got no rogues. No rogues. No rogue sounds great. We'll try no rogue. We'll see how it goes. Wait, what? Didn't even know that was Russian until now? I am Russian. I do speak a bit of Russian. I am forgetting it really badly, though. I try to exercise my Russian in the chat whenever I can. No rogues ready? Belly, do you still have a 5-man? Because Papa Pap made you at home. Papa Pap made you at home, unless your team fell apart. Papa Pap, I may have to bail this group if Dalaran? Oh, okay, you guys are more welcome to. I mean, we can make a second group. I can just make oh. Okay, Papa Pap left. Okay, Belly, still got a rogue. Could you replace him? Then I will get your team another go. Unstoppable, Papa Pap. Belly, join me. Belly, join my team. Just join me, my guy. I'll get you in here. If you don't have a team. Because we got Unstoppable here, we got Dalaran in here, we got the boys in here. You can just pop out of that one. I'll make you lead this one. The group just died. I got a group. I mean for the last one? Yeah. Derek's, I love you, but I can't get you in, man. I love you, but we got no rogue, no rogue policy for this one. Sorry, my guy. I appreciate you, though. Who else got invited here, man? Who's got to get a chance to play? Does Bergrica want to join in by chance? Belly's in. That should work. Invite. So this team needs a +1. I want to get more boys in here. I have not heard it. Chat one of no rogues, basically. You know, no mas boys. Who can I invite from my real ID? Okay, Derek's, do you want to join in on all by chance? That isn't a rogue. You're more than welcome to him. Ellen Dill. Oh wait, no, Ellen Dill is on an A. 40? Does 40 want to join in on a pally? Grain? Does Grain want to join in? Hey Grain. Currently we are hosting some 5V5 1v1 DUELS. Would you be interested in joining some? I want to see if Grain wants to join in. Hawaiian Pride? Does he want to join in? Jacko's back? Oh my goodness, Jacko's back. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how are you? Johan? Hey, yo. Hey, Temple of Mogo? Okay, he's doing a BG. That's fine. Cajun. Does he want to join in? Either Storm. Monk? Canary? Corner? Oh no, the Rogue. Noel? He's in an Academy. I don't want to bother these guys if they're like in a dungeon or in a BG. Temple of Jade Serpent. Okay, okay. Wait. No. It's not about you. It's not about how you play Dirks. It's all about It's mostly all about, does Proxy want to join him by chance? Let me ask him. Proxy? Currently we are hosting some 5V5 1v1 Duels. Would you be interested in joining some? It's not about how rogues play. It's more about nobody. We've seen too many rogues tonight in chat. Basically, that's what it comes down to. You just seen way too many rogues tonight. You know what I mean? Let's go and join in. I've been busy right now. Maybe later. Okay. No biggie, my guy. So Green can join in. We do need, I think, 2 more. We just had a druid leave, I believe. But yeah, we need 2 more, boys. 2 more, and this group will be good to go. 2 more. 2 must. And it'll be good. Abe is in. Aspect Evoker is leveling. Atha, do you want to join in by chance? Potentially. Avant-Garde. He's in arena right now. Azrael is a rogue. Evoker, but he's in arena at the moment. Also Infusion. A lot of you guys are actually doing stuff. Oh my god, Bugrika. Maybe I could ask Bugrika if you want to join in. Hey, Bugrika. Currently, we are hosting 5V5 1v1 Duels evening. Would you be interested in joining some? Already asked after no answer, sadly. All good. No biggie. We'll get this group up and running here in just a moment. First to watch, we do have Jesus and Abe that are at the ready, so we can get them rolling in. So we could get 1 duel started while we're looking for more. I'm gonna do this real quick though, Belly. I'm gonna pass the lead to you, just because this group is already started. You can keep the group running. I'll get Jesus versus Abe, and I'll get your team here in just a bit here. I want to get Unstoppable a chance to play. How did that sound? So I'm gonna back out so we can get 1 game rolling in while we're keeping your group up and running. If you guys want to join in, they got a group in Raids Legacy, 5V5 1v1 Duel group, easy to find. Alliance and Horde are welcome to join in. We'll get a group together with a... Okay, we'll do it like this. Does Boxy want to join in? There's an PvP plus. Okay. Awesome. Here we go. Let's do invite spectator match. And a Fisker 5. Let's throw guys in a grand again. We'll do a grand. The grand. I do want to go back to Blackrock Hold though. I do like Blackrock Hold quite a bit. I think it's a solid arena. At least I like it. Okay, that song can go off of the playlist. I'm not a big fan of this one. It's alright, but I'm not a big fan. Not as much anymore, at least. Let's see. That's a good one. I like this one a lot. Hell yeah. I want to play B-Tag Shava. We can get you in here, Courts on Trump. We can get you in here, fam. We got ourselves a group over in LFG Legacy. If you're EU, today's EU. Friday's for EU. Saturday for the NA, if you want to join us for NA. But yeah, groups are listed in LFG Legacy Raids. You're more than welcome to join in, my guy. Always welcome to join up. Stumble upon a god to your blood DK build that removes the yo-yo-ness of the spec. Really? I gotta give it a try. Let's get shamans in here. Yo, what's up, dude? You want to get yourself a group in, man? We do have one. We do have a shaman that wants to join in. Abe Fisker. Not Abe. Unstoppable. But he hasn't really got a chance to play because all these rogues have been taking his spot. So Twitch. We got ourselves a rogueless game tonight. Together with Ariel, it's going to be first up versus Ali. Ali trying to go in and put up all the biggest bleeds up until Ariel is already melting out. What are these feral bleeds? No wonder Blizzard's like, okay, for 10:05, we're going to bring back the bleeds a little bit. Put a little bit more damage to that bite. Not enough to kill bleed builds, but enough to make the bite and the instant builds a little bit more comparable, because this bleeds are just rocking people down, and they're going to be buffing back up the Moonfire ability by a ton too. Going to be a biting shot onto Ali. Death Shock him, ripping right through them. Stun into a Barskin as Ari trying to make sure they got plenty of range away from Ali. Definitely needs to make sure they got plenty of traps as the Feral is up on the approach. Going to be a fade death for a second for Arielus. but they are under pressure. Ali does burn in the renewal, plenty of self-healing, trying to keep himself alive. Gonna be the swarm onto Ari. Is gonna be melting out, kind of limited on what they can do. I don't even know if you go for a turtle shell. I think you just might die. Bears fortitude, but that does give you a limited amount of health to work with. Eventually the health is gonna fall off. You're borrowing health with this one. Pretty sure. Oh wait, no? Maybe Bear's fortitude is a little bit different than like a rallying cry. You're not borrowing, you're just increasing your health pool. But it doesn't like fade, it like almost it's like heal. Gonna be Ari trying to see if he can survive it. Oh my god, but the damage out of the Feral Druid. Bear form trying to go for a big recovery as Alistar charging out. Does he go for a grip? Doesn't quite catch the Feral Druid fast enough. Has to rush back in over there. The ghouls are going to be attacking him. Maybe one of the ghouls can slow him down. Quick stun. No one on his bones. Skulker getting a couple of pot shots on Ali. As Ali looking for a reset, but these ghouls are not going to let you go anywhere. Trying to maybe get back big damage in versus Ali. Maybe punch her right through that big plated armor. Get the bleeds rolling in, but the Army of the Dead joins in. Wall for Ali. Does go in for a trinket. That's going to be grippy hand. So even if you try to escape, you're not going to be able to go anywhere. But it looks like the Pharaoh doesn't want to run. What's the saying? But the Army of the Dead is just absolutely overpowered him. Does go down, getting slain right as he got out of the gates, basically. As Yasha's going to be up next. Full Army of the Dead momentum just taking her to the Paladin. Under pressure, silencer follow. Does himself a big go. Shield of Vengeance for a second. Blind. Pally does go for a trinket. Trying to see if he can end Alistar. Alistar might have to go for AMS here with a dark pack. Definitely needs to use defensives. Is Yasha backing up for a second? Does he himself a blind versus Alistar? Because if he has a blind, he could be in a good spot. AMZ down. Maybe that helps Alistar for a little bit. Got a lot of necrotics on him, but it isn't reducing the holy damage by a ton. Trying to go for a heal, but as the Blade of Justice comes through, he does end up getting a big crit over for Yasha. Taking him down with Kiosk going to be up next. Survival Hunter up and running. Does get a pet stun onto Yasha. The man may have to use an immunity here. Death Chakram. It's going to be a lot of damage. Blind to Kiosk. Very defensive. Yasha trying to see if he can walk away with a Death Chakram ripping through him. And should be able to get himself a little bit of a recovery. Just a hair bit of recovery. But does he have enough damage here to really turn around onto Kiosk? Because the Hunter is just being relentless. Stun onto Kiosk. Does go for a pet sack. Yasha trying to play defensively, looking for a little bit of that holy power recovery. Bubble is back up in case he needs to. He may need to use it. But does he go maybe for lay on hands ahead of time? I don't know. I think you only go for lay on hands if you think you can get yourself a big recovery and live for at least 30 seconds after. But can he do it? I think he's just waiting for the bubble. I think he's waiting. Big kill shot. Might have to bubble it. There goes the bubble. Trying to get counter aggressive, but mostly trying to go for that recovery. Now that the bubble was over, Kioska has him on the ropes. 100 just needs a little bit more, and then just to close the gap, get a couple of those big kill shots, and he'll be good to go. Freezing trap onto Yasha. Did Kiosk already use Coordinated Assault? Because Coordinated does a lot of damage. Stun onto Yasha, Death Chakram, Explosive Shot, a lot of grenades, a lot of explosions, all combined together all at once. Yasha with a Shield of Vengeance Star Trap is going to slow him down, but the Hand of Freedom keeps him running. Does he have a blind potentially here? If he has a blind, maybe he could lock down Kiosk for a little bit longer. Big heal for Kiosk with a Survival of the Fittest. Got himself a lot of recovery. Big binding shot onto Yasha, slow him down for just a moment, with the man limping. Not a lot of health ready. Charge trap on one side, Pet constantly harassing him. Maybe he can get himself a bit of resources. Looks like he's got lucky on a couple of those Word of Glories, but isn't able to get himself a proper recovery. Still under a ton of pressure. Blind into Kiosk, trying to go counter offensive. Can he potentially do it? Does not have a stun. Trying to see if he can build up some holy power, using wings in order to give himself healing, but that freezing trap stopping him. Eventually stun. Does Kiosk go down here? Feign death for just a second. That's going to be a bit of a battle match. Stricken. Does Kiosk take him down here? Kiosk could be in big trouble. That's barred health. That's not going to last long. That's not going to last forever. Yasha looking to maybe end it right here. Big Wake of Ashes. Turtle Shell. Kioska. Barred health is going to be falling off. 1 health. Trying to go for a Manic Bandage. Is it going to be enough? The Yasha just needs one more big global. That's going to be Blade of Justice. Not enough to take down Kioska. Not enough. Does Kioska get to come back here? Because the Paladin so far just hasn't let these boys play at all. Oh my goodness. Camera for Kioska. Yasha needs to go for a reset. Honestly, it may not be a bad idea to go pick up eyes. But that steel trap is going to stop you in place. Both of them are looking for the recovery, dampening, slowly ramping up little by little as we're hitting the 5-minute mark. As Kioska trying to keep this pet alive. Man, I do miss when hunters used to be able to get a bit of healing when you would keep a pet alive and you would have the pet with a leech. I felt like that was very helpful, but now they have to be playing like super defensive. There's almost no recovery for hunters, almost just like mitigation is all you can really do, which can be a little bit tougher, I think. But to like putting dots and getting even a modicum of feeling out of it. But charges on towards Yasha, does go for a bit Blade of Justice. Looking to build up a little bit of holy power, but Yasha not in a great position. Kiosk has a trinket, so you're gonna have to get a trinket out of Kiosk and then potentially blast him out with full cooldowns. Maybe that's gonna be Yasha's biggest play. Shield of Vengeance, maybe can use Blessed Protection to give him some more survivability, but there's not much you can really work with. I think the longer Yasha waits, the worse it's gonna be for him. Because Kiosk has plenty of burst and has a trinket. But for Yasha, he only has like one immunity that's like a partial immunity against all the fiery, explosive damage and even poisons of the Hunter. So honestly, he just needs to find himself a moment, break, and go. Steel Trap catches him, stun around the corner. Kiosk with a death mark, does shock him. Big explosive onto Yasha, does go for a big shield. Blind Kiosk, trying to see if he can get a trick out of him. Maybe a stun to follow. Does he have a stun on the ready? This is where the Hunter could potentially take to the Paladin. Leia hits the last second. Does he have himself a stun? Trying to go counter aggressive, but Kiosk just takes him. And Slytherin gonna be up next. Slytherin with the Arcane Mage trying to go for big Arcane Surge, touching the Magi. Doesn't quite get the line of sight of Kiosk, looking to get him out in the open. No trinket at the ready, so Slytherin not playing with a normal trinket. Try to see if he can maybe just survive these boys with just blinks alone. All the time at the ready, try to go for a Nova onto Kiosk, doesn't quite catch him. Does have all the time to put him back in a good spot, but that binding shot is going to break him though for a second. Got him some mobility, trying to go for a cast versus Kiosk. Big breath to follow. Follow him right after. This is where you can go for big damage. Arcane Surge is going to be very, very deadly. With the freezing trap to follow, can't really break out of it at all. That is unfortunate. As Kiosk does end up putting him on ice at least, at the very least. There is still lots of cooldowns ready, lots of damage available for Slytherin, but that stun is going to lock it down. Explosive shot is not going to feel that great, especially with the death mark. That does shock him. Missiles doing a bit of damage towards Kiosk, but it is able to dip behind the pillar before it really ramps up on him. Slytherin trying to see if he can potentially avoid him. Got himself a big old kite. Dragging a kite with him. Taking his kite for a walk. Gonna be a knockback onto Kiosk. Flare putting him out in the open. Missiles doing a bit of damage. But Slytherin not doing that great on health. Could potentially be in a bit of trouble. Got himself all the time. Freezing trap to stop him. Kiosk just trying to avoid Slytherin's approach. Every single go is gonna go for any kind of buffs that he's trying to cleanse. Actually, he was able to cleanse. Almost was able to cleanse the altar time, I thought for a second. Barrage, maybe Slytherin takes it down right here. Breath, does he go for ice block? May have to go for an ice block here. Battle Master Trinket, got himself a little bit of health to work with. Big missiles, may have to go for an ice. Oh, this doesn't even do it. Kiosk can get hit with a stun. Gamer with a reflect. Big bleeds into Kiosk. Does he get to take him down? Big burst, big bleeds. Kiosk with a turtle shell. He needs to find a way to escape Gamer. Needs to find a way to lay a bunch of traps to him. But also needs to make sure he's constantly putting pressure on the warrior. Because otherwise the warrior's just going to get a lot of recovery here. Stun as Gamer has his approach. Trinket to follow. Fear right after. Kiosk with not a lot of health to work with. Does go for a trinket. Whatever health he's got. Trying to see if he can use it. Going to be body shot to stop his approach for just a second. Just got to throw a weapon. Maybe throw a weapon will be enough. Leap around the corner. Is it going to be enough though? A little bit of dots rolling onto Gamer. Reflected back and face the shot. Back into Kiosk is going to be able to take him down. With Glee going to be up next. Charging out towards Gamer. Stormbolt back towards the Hunter as he's going to get a charge of his own. Gamer ramping up some damage. Dampen is quite high. Not a lot of healing available. So the most amount of damage you can do, the better. He's going to get himself big damage. Got himself Bloodthirst back to back. The Bloodbaths are flying right through. Big bleeds to the Glee, who does give himself a little bit more health to work with a bearish fortitude. But is it going to be enough? The body shot onto Gamer. Looks like he's actually just immune to stuns at this point. It's going to be executed. Oh my god. Just kept trucking it against the Hunter with Carius going to be up next. Can Carius turn it around versus Gamer here? Can he potentially do it? This is nice. It did pretty good, honestly. I think it did really well. Very, very well done. Honestly. And then tomorrow? Yeah. Today's EU, tomorrow's NA. Milk is wood to sip? What does that mean? I have no idea. Not against the warrior? Yeah, I guess the warrior's a little rough. That reflect, though, on your freezing trap was nasty, man. That was nasty. Kara's trying to see if it can avoid Gamer. Actually, during Deep Breath was able to absorb a Stormbolt, immune to CC while he's flying above. Kara's maybe in a bit of trouble, trying to go for as much offensives. Got himself big mastery damage sword ready, but the warrior is just going to end up capitalizing on you with a big bloodbath build, not letting you go anywhere at all. That's going to be Kiosk with 2. Looks like Gamer with 2. Even though I feel like Gamer should have been with 3 kills. Maybe? Is it all really true for both of them? There's no way. There's no way, right? Make a video, Discipline Priest or Dog Tier. This is insane arenas. Avant-Garde. Are they really that bad in arena? Oh no. I would join, but I have to fix my sleep schedule. Yo, same here, Athos. Same. Same, dude. I feel you on that. Yo, Belly, do you have a group ready? Did the team end up getting put together? Oh, they're still looking for 2 more. Chat, looking for 2 more for Team Belly. I want to give Brizaz an opportunity to play the game, man. I want to give Brizaz a chance out here. I'm not laughing. Want to join us for duels? You should join us for duels, my guy. Nope, just 3 of us. I'm trying to see if I can maybe look at my real ID. Maybe I can get a couple of more boys in here. Paladin and Wicked Shore Aspect. I want to see if Aspect going to join in. Hey, Aspect. Hey, Aspect. Currently 5V5 1v1 duels this evening. Would you be interested? Would you be interested in joining in for some? Let's see if I can get him in here. That's a rogue. I love your rogue boys. There's so many of your rogue boys out here. Belly, Ben, but he's on NA. Blazer is on NA. Blazer's back? What the hell? BSKS. Let's see if BSKS wants to join in. Hey, BSKS. Buck. Oh my god, I'd love to get Buck in here too. A lot of you guys are rogues, man. I feel like it's gonna be a World of Warcraft very soon. Crazy. Have I asked 40? He's in Azure Vault, so he's in a Mythic Plus right now. And Greenside is chilling. Hawaiian Pride, I think it's over on Arena, so they're just doing arenas. Haynes, maybe? Does Haynes want to join in? Evening. Where's the World of Warcraft? I know, right? They gotta buff Evokers back up, man. I want to see them everywhere. It's gotta be their expansion, not our expansion of rogues. But yo, if you guys want to join in, we got a group here. Hey friends, sorry not just so much PvP, but I like the vids. Cool, cool. Thanks for and one for the team. Uno mas. So Gamer's also looking for a +1 here as well. Sure, why not? Listed in LFG raids legacy. And I'll list this one as well. Arena game teleported character, you can see it in the map. After arena game teleported my character, you can see it on the map. Wait, teleported? Where are you? Where is your character actually? You are in, I don't even know where you are. Is you in this direction? In the ocean? Are you out in the ocean? Full and ready to go? So for some reason, Jesus, I can't list your group. I'm having a hard time listing your group because like it says you cannot queue for dungeons or battlegrounds while using battlegrounds or arenas. So it looks like somebody maybe in your group is listed for BG, but I'm gonna pass you the lead real quickly because the other team is ready, full and ready to go. Abe, Fisker, do we have a group ready? Otherwise, I could get Bex in here. No one SQ? I can get one guy in here. Hold on. We do not. Reinv, I'll get Bex in here. I'll get Bex in here. I got a +1. We'll work with it. Yo, plus here if anybody needs one. Oh, okay. Yo, we got Bugrika in here too. Let's go. Cool, cool. All right. Well, we got Bugrika +1. If Abe, if you need a Bugrika, they can join in. Bug Rika character is... Let me see if I can find him real quickly. Bug Rika on Terran Mill. Is a Bug Rika on Terran Mill. But yeah, maybe we'll have a group with Abe with a 5v1 at some point in LFG. Spectator match Jesus and Belisarius. Done a group no more? Oh, okay, it's alright. Group fell apart? It's fine. We're almost done for the night anyway. What last arena do I want to throw you guys into? Black Hole maybe? You know what? I kind of like Black Hole. I feel like that one was like really, really good. And then Rogue came out of left field and just blasted everybody out of the way. So, yeah, we're gonna go another Black Hole here very, very quickly. Uno mas. Do I gotta requeue you? We're still in queue? Okay, okay. Try again. We'll do. Uno mas, boys. Uno mas. I think this might be the last one for the night, too. By the way, boys, thanks so much for joining me tonight. This has been really, really fun, man. I've been enjoying these duels a lot. Definitely been having a good time with this one, man. I'm wondering how tomorrow is gonna go. Hopefully we can get quite a bit of variety tomorrow, not just rogues all over the place, yeah? I like the different compositions we have with EU and NA. Today, EU has been very, very warrior heavy, hunter heavy, and rogue heavy out of all the classes. I'm hoping we get a more variety tomorrow as well. Try again? Yeah. I'll keep trying it out, Jesus and Belly. I'll keep queuing you guys. Eventually it'll work. Eventually it'll work. We have my man Kraga join in, everybody. Someone remind me, Noda, we can get you in. Bagrika. Looks like groups are ready right now. Bagrika team with Abe Fisker fell apart recently, but we have Jesus and we have Belly. This may be the last one, but I think maybe I'll be down to go for one of Moss. If the boys still in, if we got still groups, if we got everybody here. I think I saved that one. I'm trying to remember which one I saved, which one's in. Okay, now it should work. Jesus, Belly, this should be the cue you need to take, and that should work here. The other ones were kind of buggy. Maybe not. It'll work eventually. One of them will work. One of them will work at some point. Trust. One of them will work someday. We're just basically gonna keep spamming Q until it works. Brute force it. There we go. Brute force it. We just gotta keep doing it over and over, because it's like, let's say if it tries to queue you, but somebody's in LFG, one person is queued, the other isn't, and I'm queued, and then it's like we re-queue, then it takes you out of the queue, puts me in queue, puts them in queue, but the other person's in queue. It's just a mess. I have never been able to figure out how to play it consistently. Also, if Team 2 could give my man Unstoppable a chance to play, that'd be fantastic. I'd like to see that man actually get a chance to play in these duels. Maybe have him go first, because this man's been on the back lines. I want to see my man play again. If we can get my man Unstoppable, a big hoorah in your chat, I'd appreciate it. Give the boy a chance to actually play the game. That would be wonderful. Man been on silence this entire time. Twitch, he rolled first, don't worry. Hell yeah. Oh my goodness. We got us a team one together with Buddhist. On that team we have us as Gamer, we have us as Slytherin, as well as Yasha and Gamer gonna be first up versus my man Unstoppable. I haven't seen that name in a while. Trying to see if we can go for big meatballs towards Gamer, feeding him that big old meatballs, man. Feeding him spaghetti and the meatballs right now. Knocking him back, gonna be a charge back for the Warrior Wall for Unstoppable. Knocking back Gamer with the root as well. He has a double totem, big steps for the Gamer. Oh my god, maybe in trouble. Gonna be Unstoppable, trying to see if he can back up out of there. He does run their shield ring, but that ring has been reduced heavily recently. It's going to give you a little bit of shielding, but you can see just how tiny it is at the moment. It is a very, very reduced shield. It does proc a little bit here and there, but it's going to do very, very minimal healing for Unstoppable. Good thing they nerfed those rings, man. I was thinking for a second, like, man, when they were up and they were full value, it was going to be really bad for the season. Going to be a root onto Gamer, trying to see if you can blast out some damage. Any Bloodthirst or Impending Victories you can get is going to help you. You can see how big that shield is. Big lava burst flying in for Unstoppable. Gamer trying to see if he can counteract it. Going to be more damage for the man. Going in for Bloodthirst. Actually looks like maybe under under pressure. Leaping away. Looks like wants to go for full recovery. Is there a Flame Shock rolling on this man? Because if you got no dots, that could be a second one, letting him recover fully. Unstoppable. Gotta get in there before the man can go for full recovery. Strongbow to fall. The Gamer's playing very defensive. I think it's the first time we've seen Gamer play very defensively. Is going to be slaying down the totem. Backing away from Unstoppable as the man is putting in work. Gotta be Gamer catching up a little bit of healing with an impending victory. Light and Lasso locking him down for just a second. If Unstoppable has himself a big setup with Lava Burst, Frost Shock is gonna root him in place, which is so perfect. Bunch of Lava Bursts flying in. Earth Shock to follow. Is it gonna be enough? Gamer backing up out of there completely. Oh my goodness. Unstoppable has him in the ropes. He just needs one more big go. Gamer trying to see if he can avoid it, but the slow totem is not going to help him. Trinket for Unstoppable, trying to see if he can end him. Gamer got himself counter pressure, but does he have survivability? Knockback with a Root, with the Stormkeeper to follow. Does he reflect into big reflect? It's going to reflect one of those both, but Unstoppable is just going to be unstoppable with them both, man. He's just taking in the lightning hits. Is going to be able to live right through it. May need an Earth Elemental for Yasha right now, as it is a full-on Paladin. Try to see if he can slow him down. Stun Totem right after. Is going to stun Yasha. Double Stun Totem. It is going to double stun him. Oh, why is there back into that stun? Unstoppable needs him some survivability. Trying to see if he can slow down Yasha best he can. Fire Elemental join in. Going to be a freeze onto Yasha. Blind to follow him. And Yasha trying to see if he can end the duel right there. Does Unstoppable get to escape? Got himself mobility while healing Surgeon. Maybe that'll be enough here. Yasha completely rooted out. Unstoppable with that control as a shaman is actually kind of nutty. Lasso just trying to make sure that Yasha can't even touch him. But definitely needs to be looking out for his own health. That shield helps him a little bit. But definitely need to be very, very careful. Big lay in hands for Yasha. Does not have access to bubble anymore. So for Unstoppable, if he has himself any kind of pressure, any kind of burst, he could potentially make a play here. Yasha getting knocked back a little bit. Getting rattled for a second. Gonna be a Rude. Trying to go for an interrupt versus Yasha. Is it gonna be enough though? Does he get bubble back? Unstoppable needs to make a play. Big Stormkeeper at the ready. Is it gonna be enough though? Lava Burst. Massive Earth Shock. Lightning Bolts. Oh my god, he does it. I'm taking him down. With an Earth Shield to follow, Brave running in with a quick fear, Void Bolts erupting. I don't know if any. One connects, second connects, Shadow Crush, third connects. Oh my god, the burst out of this man is insane! Are you kidding me? This man's never got to play so far, and that Mind Blast burst just crit him so hard. That was nuts. Oh, he did it! Are you serious? Wait, I think I know what he did. I think that fear was there on purpose. I think that fear was part of the burst. Literally, I think the fear was part of the burst. My goodness. Oh, I think I know what he did, chat. Oh. I want to see if he does it again. Gotta be about a minute until the fear is back up. As well as one little trick, but I want to tell you guys what it is. Gonna be Karis trying to see if he can potentially take down Prave Svet, which is like right light? Mind Games? Not as big of a hit. But he doesn't need it yet. 45 seconds. Ew, big damage to the Karis though. That's a lot of pressure. Karis still has Mind Games on him. Could be in trouble. Does he get to escape it? My god, this man is trying to see if he can live it. Probably trying to see if he can find him. Sven, you know what? We're gonna call him Light. Because part of his name is Light. Light is Svet. S-V-E-T at the end. So we're gonna call him Light. Hope he doesn't get anybody confused here, by the way. Light got also a Mind Flay onto Karis. Karis with a breath. Gonna be living flame for Karis. Light. Try to see if he can dip around him. Got him Siphon. Is that maybe gonna be a big fear? Deep breath. Does not have a stun with it, but he's just trying to see if he can hold his ground and Mind Blast the guy down. Does he get the big burst here? Mind Blast to follow. Light is taking a bit of damage. ZP is a big hit. Does get him. But the man needs some more survivability. May have to go for Disperse, as it is going to be a big Pop-a-Pap. Trying to see if he can take him down. Big Pop-a-Pap with a big whirl blast out with a range of blows and rampages. Slide got himself maybe a little bit of... Looks like maybe try to go for a fear versus Pop-a-Pap, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. I don't think he's going to be able to. Big Horror Bolts are going to get Pop-a-Pap. CC'd for a second. Doesn't get Mind Games for a while though. Does not get Mind Games for a little bit, but he does get himself Vampiric Embrace. Lots of damage on a Pop-Pap. Wait, does he take him down right here? Trying to go for Mind Games. Is going to be an interrupt on a Pop-Pap. Does get him rooted for a second. Pop-Pap needs to break these roots. He needs to fight through the roots if he wants to take down Mind Games and charge on in. Pop-Pap can't really heal. Going to be back-to-back executes. Lots of damage. Light is going to be able to take a lot of the damage back with those heals. Fear? Mindbender? Is that what it is? No, never mind. I thought maybe. Going to be Pop-Pap trying to see if he can blast out Light. Big dots on him. Pop-Pap, oh, trying to go for a War Stomp, but Light does end up winning it. Oh my god, this guy right here. Woo, Shadow Priests are back, boys. Shadow Priests apparently do pretty well. I know from the beta that we're going to be very, very survivable, but you never really get to see one play. Going to be full Shadow Crash, all the pets dotted up. Silence onto Alistair. Light does not have a lot of things to work with. Maybe can use Power Word Life in order to give him more healing. Does get bursts of healing from time to time. Definitely needs to go for self-heals whenever possible. Mind Games, Silence, not much you can do. Death Knight is just a hard counter for any kind of caster out there, man. That is a rough one. Gonna be Slytherin up next as an arcane mage, charging out full missiles versus Alistair, trying to make sure he doesn't get interrupted. Blink as he gets gripped in. Big blast from a distance. Alistair could be in trouble. Big execute barrages, still very, very effective. Very deadly barrages. And Slytherin knocking him back for just a minute. Another barrage, missiles. One thing that arcane mages are really good at is right now the consistent damage as well as burst pressure is really, really good. Instant cast is part of the burst play style. A lot of instant cast abilities, so you can't really stop it. Barrages are very, very good for executes. Missiles do a lot of damage right now. So overall, the pressure is really, really good. They just constantly harass you with damage. So it makes it very, very difficult to really fight them. Gonna be big missiles off of that big arcane surge into freeze into Alistair. We'll have to go for the big damage at some point. Radiant Spark to follow. Big blast. Try to see if you can make the Radiant Spark work. Barrage to follow. Missiles right after. AMS for Alistair. Maybe he needs to wait a little bit longer until the Touch of the Magic and the Kyrian are gone. Barrage is going to be very, very deadly. The next barrage is going to be over. Alistair, does he get hit with a barrage? Oh, barely lifts it up. Oh, barrage. Once you get into that low health, those barrages just start trucking you, man. Breath onto Belly, as Belly does get to avoid a charge towards Slytherin is going to be an alter time, so he's going to be able to reset. Belly is aware. He doesn't want to go super far. He knows where the image is going to be. It does go for a breath or Dragon's Roar. Maybe it's trying to see if he can set up a lead onto Slytherin, but won't really be able to do much yet. Going to be a big avatar at the ready. Slytherin trying to see if he can escape him. Gonna be a blink right after. Belly charging in. Fear onto Slytherin. Belly trying to see if he can maybe get himself enough damage, enough consistency. Going for a leap away from the mage, actually. Looking for a reset. Maybe waiting until he get himself that second wind. It looks like second wind is at the ready. Slytherin is going to be sitting down for a bit of food. Getting a second wind of his own in a way. 8 minutes into the duel. 45% dampening. Belly doesn't really have a lot of healing, but he does have a lot of damage. And it's really going to be coming down to, can you counter the damage of Slytherin? Can you reflect the abilities, certain abilities at the right time? Big missiles to follow, chasing after. Jesus Christ, it's a lot of damage. Oh my god, Slytherin. Dude, casters are so good right now. Yo, we got to go again after this. Dude, look at the Unstoppables, the Elite Shamans, the Shadow Priests, the Arcane Mages. They're back, boys. Casters are back. I want to see more of them. We got to go again, teams. Hopefully everybody's still together. I want to go again, man. That was super, super fun. I want to go one more. Tell me you still have a team. Tell me you can do one more. Jesus is ready? Belly, question is, are you ready? If we need replacements, we can get spots. We got BSKS. Damn, I couldn't play again. It's all good. We could maybe get BSKS or Bugreek if you guys need more. Tell me you got a team. Tell me you still have people. Norgo's a good idea of breathing some life into the duels. True. True. We may do the same thing tomorrow with no rogues, by the way, sub dude. We'll see. I'll let the chat decide, hey, should we do no rogues? Just to give everybody else a chance to play. Because rogues are good, don't get me wrong, and it's awesome. It's just too many rogues and they're doing really well in 1v1s. They're just make things a bit unfair. And I'm less entertaining too. Like, it's rogues are playing well. They're playing awesome. They're playing fantastic in the duels. They're great at what they do. That being said, the entertainment value dips. So, for the sake of entertainment, having rogues sit out for a bit. Not the worst idea ever. Not the worst idea we've had. Last down, sorry. Belly, if you could pass lead to somebody in that team that's willing to keep going, we could get Bugreek to join in that team. So we could do it like that. Or if you want, I can join in. I can take over. We can figure out who's going to be the leader of that team. I can get him in here. Into Toxic Rogue PvP. Look into my guide onto Toxic Rogue PvP. I don't know about that. Right now, we'll see some casters feels good. I know, man. Me too. Me too. Norix, please, Outlook can play. Ooh, I'm okay with that. Only Owl Rogues. Because they don't need stealth. Plus, nobody's playing them. So that'll at least be a weird spec. But if somebody can make it work, I'm okay with it. Assassination. I'll even be okay with an Assassin Rogue here and there. Honestly. I think it's just a sub-rogue, man. Bitter immunity heals for nothing so much. Heal reduction, geez. Yeah, and high dampening is pretty rough. Suggested that Alistair invite you to the group. Cool. Is that with Bellies? Oh, no. You guys don't gotta go nowhere. Hold on. I can make a group. All those boys, Unstoppable, the Shadow Priest, the Mage. You guys get back in here, man. We gotta get you in here. Or were those guys on Team Jesus? Actually, they might have been on Team Jesus. Might have been on Team Jesus. Oh wait, did I try listing? I'm not even lead. Oh, that's weird. Does that bug things for me? Everybody then? Alistair, you may... I can get Bagrika in here, yeah? So just invite. I'll get Bagrika in. Okay, or maybe not. Whisper? Can mate 3 in the morning. Okay. 2 hours before coming. We'll give it like 5 minutes. We'll try to give it 5 minutes, see if we can get a group together. Because Breezaz is correct. It is pretty late where you guys are at, though. It is very, very late. Man, I wish we could have got any more games, though. That would have been so good. But we're gonna try this, chat. We're gonna try to see if we can put a group together. We'll give it like 5 minutes. If we can make it work. If we can't, it's okay. Listen, group. We gotta reload it. As Frost Mage's being buffed. Are they really? Hold on a second. Really? Oh, nerfs are many specs? Oh no! What the nerfs are? What are the nerfs? Resto, all healing increased by 5 for druids. Does not apply for PvP. Embrace the Dream healing increased by 25. Death Knight Soul Reaper damage increased by 10. Icy Town's duration 10 seconds. Much better. Polyclip's gold duration increased by 20. Death Cold damage buffed. Cloven Shadows buffed. Scourge Strike buffed. Yo, DK stocks on a rise, man. Look at that. What's 20%? Oh, Death Knight looking good, man. Evoker damage buffed by 15 for Disintegrate. Okay, Marksman damage reduced by 3. Okay. Fire Mage damage increased all across the board. And Lance, Flurry, Frost, Bolt, Glacial Spike. There it is. Wow. Spinning Ice. The instant to hit for 80 was 65. Yo, big buffs there. Windwalker, ability damage reduced by 3. That's not that bad. It looks like Shadow buffed across the board. Oh my god, buffs, big buffs, boys. Huge. Rogue, Assassin, all ability damage reduced by 3. Fatal Concoction damage bonus is a 10 instead of 15. Outlaw, all ability damage reduced by 3. Sub, I'm okay with this. I'm alright with that. Resounding Clarion causes accurate repair to amateurs 2 additional comp points with 3. Okay, so they're nerfing that a little bit. Enhancement, all damage reduced by 3. Not the biggest nerfs. Malefic Rapture, damage increased by 15. Ooh, Affy 20? 20! You say 20? 20! 20! Pandemic Invocation damage increased by 500? Huh? When you buff it by 500, is that like it's a weak ability or what? Destro increased by 5? Yo. Arms, all damage increased by 3. Mortal Strike by 5. Execute by 10. And Fury is also increased too. Player versus player, PvP combat. This is a big one. That episode of Season 1 so far, making PvP specific adjustments. One of the broader changes making targeted mana regen for healers. So Light Bloom healing reduce, Light Bloom reduce, balance increased in PvP, everything buffed in PvP. Feral leader of the pack heals for 3. Okay, that's fine, that's not bad. Mana regen for Holy reduced. Discipline is not 5. Wow. 5%. Wait, no. That's a buff. That's a mana buff. Wait, buff for Holy as well. Okay. Shadow. Reduce damage of Shadow Priest. Oh, okay. And some of the healing elements. Wow. Self-sustain. Wow, all this self-sustain that we just witnessed got reduced. Monk, Black Eye Kick damage increased. Target bomb increased. Interesting. That helps Mistweaver. Mana regen reduced by 15. Some big mana regen. Strike of the Windlord reduced by 30. Wow. Bye-bye, Strike of the Windlord. Rogue, numbing poison, cast speed, effective reduced by 33 PvP. Okay, that's fine. Deathmark duplication is 30. What? No way. Secret Technique nerfed by 30. Let's go. Wow, look at that. Wow, we just watched Secret Technique buff popping off, man. Just watched it popping off. Let's see. Healing stream, healing reduced by 13 in PvP. Increased by 15. That's pretty good. Enhancement, reduce the damage of Elemental Blast by 15. No way. Primordial Wave causes the next lightning bolt to hit all targets with Flame Shock for 75% normal damage. Enhancement only for PvP combat. 150. What the? Oh, wow. This is a big nerf, actually. Wow. Riptide, nerf healing. Okay. Elemental, reduce damage of Elemental Blast by 15. Nobody runs Elemental Blast in PvP. Maybe they do, but who knows. Demonic Embrace no longer grants additional stamina. Wow. Survivability nerfed. Soul Burn duration reduced by 6 seconds for Affliction. Port. Oh. Soul Burn Port. Oh, okay. Alright. Soul Burn Drain left no longer grants an absorb when at full health. Soul Burn Hellstone Healing reduced. Wow, survivability nerfs for Warlocks. Demonology, Fellow Hunter now 60 seconds with 30 seconds. When abundance of control in the kit, it could be frequently targeted and call Fellow Hunter. Oh, the interrupt. Wow, okay. Gasable damage increased. Yo, Shadow Burn increased by 30. Yo! Oh, Rev is going to be happy about that one. Is that what the next week's reset? Warp in reduced damage taken by 5 was 10. Sprott get a nerf you one more. Alrighty. What is that? Next reset? Is that what that is, or is that hot fixes? Weekly maintenance December 20th. Okay, so that's for the reset. Wow, big changes, boys. Oh my god. Lol, I was loving a shaman. Oh no. Oh no. My goodness. Frost Mage gonna roll, dude. Frost Mage are gonna pop off. Is that just all damage? Flurry damage, Frostball damage. Wait, this is actually looking really good. Yeah, this is good. That's a buzz for PvE and PvP, right? Damn. Yo, Frost Mage about to come back, man. Frost Mage about to make a big comeback right now. Let's go. Massive. Oh, this is huge. Okay, how we doing? Is the group still there? Did we ever get to queue up? I don't know if you have a group. I think Jesus still has a group though. We'll list it. I don't know if we'll be able to get a group together, chat. We'll try. Man, nerfs for rogues are expected, but they're not that bad for PvE. It's just a slight bring them down a little bit. I'm okay with those. Enhancement nerfs, kind of expected. Affliction Warlock, this is big. This is good, because Affliction was not seeing a lot of representation. So them buffing their damage for abilities like Malefic, Drain, Shadow Ball, Pandemic, that's really, really good. Block changes are welcomed and Destro and Mage buffs. Yes, I agree with that one. Definitely. I knew for PvP they were going to do adjustments. A lot of classes are doing really well. I think they're just trying to take certain outliers that are underperforming and buff them, like Balance, for example. While its consistent spread has increased, overall they're healthier pace, but one Star Search should be a viable option for spending Astral Power in PvP. I guess they weren't spending Star Surge, it was mostly going for like Starfall for damage, weren't they? Additionally, one reward bouncers for casting Wrath and Starfire since it's more difficult to cast in PvP. Reasonable. Lead of the pack to reduce some of the group survivability. Shadow Priest survivability, I guess, is really, really high. We're targeting Void Volley and Idol Raj. I've seen it can lead to frustrating situations with minimal counterplay when paired with instant damage dealing abilities. No, they killed it all, didn't they? Reduce damage of Void Volley by 30. Horrify was 2 seconds of Void Volley instead of 3. Reduce the Shadow Ward death damage reduced by 20 for PvP. Okay, so they're not nerfing the one-shot capability that they can do, that we saw here. Oh man, but they are trying to make it a little bit harder to pull off. It still is really, really strong. You think so? You don't like him that much, Rares? Elishama nerf was Ele Blast, I think. Yeah, only Ele Blast, so like, it doesn't matter. Ele Blast. We continue to see Elemental Blaster bursts in PvP for both Enhancement and Elemental. Additional Lightning Bolt Buster Primordial Wave for Enhancement was dealing more bursts than desired, so we are bringing it down Primordial. Lightning Bolt and Sun can continue to shine. For Restoration, we are targeting buffs and instant spells, more survivability. Okay. Good for Rested Shaman. That's a good. Because Rested Shamans are kind of like on and off. And survivability reduction for Warlocks. That was expected. I mean, who didn't see that coming? Am I right? Who did not see those coming? Well, I have something to work on tonight. I got a lot of stuff to work on this evening, in fact. Oh my goodness. I still think that buffing Rogue by numbers like 500k, buffing huge numbers by 500k is a big move and dangerous at the same time. So that's an interesting point. It all depends what the hell Pandemic Invocation is. Now, I guess the question is, we can find that out really quickly, right? Dragonflight talents. Talents. What is Pandemic Invocation? What is this ability? Because there are some abilities that get buffed by 500%, but they do so little damage that that 500% is like deserved. Pandemic Invocation. Pandemic Invocation. Refreshing Corruption, Agony, Unstable Affliction, or Sapphic Life with less than 5 seconds remaining will deal spell power damage or shadow to the enemy and has a chance to grant a soul shard. So this rewards for players to refresh the dots as they're about to fall off. This is kind of a harder mechanic to play into. You manage that. So, be able to refresh it at the right time. I feel like this should be a rewarding play style. I'm okay with them buffing it, because right now I don't know if anybody plays it at all. And I guess we could really see, right? If anybody plays it whatsoever. We could see if any warlocks play the playstyle at all. Like, let's say like raid like World of the Cardinals. Let's say Terra single target fight, right? For example, just for example. And we'll see like the best logs of the warlocks. Like, what is the best build right now? Max DPS. Calculator. What build are they running? They're running a dot build, but they're avoiding Pandemic. The question is, do they ever run Pandemic Invocation in any of their builds? Anybody run Pandemic at all? They run Self and Live, but I don't see Pandemic whatsoever. Pandemic, there's a guy that run Pandemic. Calculator. Wait, no, we could just go to log itself. So this guy did run a Pandemic. May not be the highest numbers out here. Let's get slightly high numbers. Let's go. No, this guy has the highest number. Okay, so we'll run with this guy who ran Pandemic, right? This man ran Pandemic. Are we still putting groups together? Bagrika? Okay, we'll try to see if we can get one. Jesus, do you still have a group? Let me know. Heroic. Let's look at this guy. Like, look, Pandemic does nothing. You're talented to this ability, and it does very, very little damage. It needs to be more rewarding. If Pandemic can at least be like somewhere up here in damage, then that'll be worth it. Otherwise, it's a weird talent that people just will skip over. Or you maybe will take it to reach certain other talents, but it's like such a bad talent, it needed a buff. You look at how little damage it does. Very, very little. It needed a buff, man. It did less than his racial for Void Elf. Like, it's actually like abysmal. It needed a buff. It's 2 talents. It still needed a buff, man. That's crazy. That is crazy. Crazy. Ready? Okay, so we got that. This team will need like, how many more? 2 more. We need 2 more, boys. Let's give you guys a couple of minutes. Others will call it because it is late in the EU. We'll give you guys a couple of minutes to get a 5v5 1v1 group together, yeah? Couple of minutes, boys, will be good to go. Let's go, Lionheart. Hey, my man. We need 1 more, boys. No rogues. No rogues. But we need one of Moss, so it'll be good to go. On the Moss, boys. 5v5 duels. Where's my man? Oblit. Where's my man? I mean, after his sleepy time. Where's my man? Obliterate. Where's the man? The stump. Where's the stump? Hey, Johan, would you be interested in joining in? Hey, would you be interested in joining some duels? We got a spot open. Smiley face. By chance, subdued. Is this where it's at, man? Is this where we join in? Wait, what? Somebody left? Oh no. We join and left. Okay. Oh no. We had a warrior join in and then leave. I don't know why. Hope they continue tuning through the season. Yes. I think it's good. Chat, buffs and nerfs are going to happen. That's expected. I think we're going to see tuning them. Alright, give me a sec. Alright, we need 1 more. We need 1 more if you get a huge button join in. Chat, right now is the time to join in. We need a Uno Mas for 5 following duels. We can still hold 1 more game this evening. We just need 1 more with huge button join in. We need Uno Mas. It'll be good to go. 1 more boy to join us, to join in for the duels. That's all we need. It is late, but I do want to give you guys all a chance to play. You know what I mean? It is super, super late, so I don't blame anybody for not joining in, man. It is late, but I want to give these guys, they got it together, man. Hey, they got a group together. Hey, they want to play 1 more. Tasty? Oh, Tiger's Peak, he's playing. Tagsy. Tagsy, want in? Tagsy. Ooh, you want in? Duels? Tagsy? Maybe. Solar? Solar, do you want to join in? You played before? Oh my god, I never expected to have so many rogues in my real ID, man. That's crazy. Hell yeah. Lynn says they're ready for tomorrow. That'll be awesome. Would love it. If you guys want to join in, we have a group in LFG. Raids the Legacy section. Alliance and Horde can join in for that one. After New Year's, I'll be there, my friend. Been a long time. Okay, okay. What is New Year's? It's soon, right? Very, very soon. Solo, you want to join in, my man? Hey, yo, we got a +1 spot. Dude, butt man, join in when you don't know mas, man. Uno mas, and we'll be good to go. One more. Who's your Solar's round? Hey, Solar. We doing duels tonight. Want in? Do you know there'll be a first part of changes that will affect PvP? Do you know if the first part of the changes also affecting PvP? Some of them. They do have a blue post with every one of these updates, what will be affecting PvE and what isn't going to be affecting PvP. I will make a video, I think, tonight talking about these updates because there's some pretty big changes coming up. And I think it'll be worth covering them in greater detail. And I think tonight I'm just going to focus on that. Also, hopefully beta or PTR is available. Maybe there'll be some of the newer stuff on there as well for me to test. Because we got the train post coming up very, very soon. I want to be able to test that out whenever possible. That looks very, very exciting, man. Looks like an exciting feature. All over only Rogue tomorrow gear for PvP. That's all good, Korose. Yo, we're going to bring back Rogues tomorrow. Don't worry about it. We're going to bring back Rogues tomorrow. At some point, maybe we'll be like, okay, no sub, no SAS, maybe. Right? Actually, I'm okay with a SAS. It's a sub that I think is maybe like ridiculously well. Maybe a little too well for duels. Like, it's a good spec, but it's like, it's one of those that doesn't really give other classes a chance because there's not a lot of counterplay in a 1v1 scenario. So because of that, maybe we'll just let sub rogues sit out. But like Outlaw rogues, I'm more than welcome to. Yeah, Outlaw rogues and SAS rogues, I think I'm mostly okay. TY, no problem, Will. Yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. But right now, like if you saw like the Buster, Fire Mage, or Frost Mage, those seem to that'll apply for PvP as well. Unless they explicitly say that this is only a PvE change, it's most likely going to apply for PvP as well. And that means the thing that CyberPowerPC helped me record yesterday is usable, which is good. I love it. War? Could I bug you about Outlook? Anytime, my guy. Anytime, fam. Anytime, my guy. Anytime, War. Okay, we still need Uno Mas, man. Proxy, is he in on this? Proxy said he's doing PvE. Open Index isn't Quarter Stars. Nick is on an A. Ludwig. Hey, Ludwig. Hey, Dal, what's up, Danish? How do my guy? Hey, wait, Solar responded back? That's fine. That's all good. Hey, Lud. We hosting some 5V5 1v1 duels this evening. Interested in joining one? Joining one? Yeah, War, if you want to take it into Discord, man, that'll probably be the best place to reach me, man, because after this I'll be popping off and I would want to see stuff in BNet, at least I don't think. Hotfix last time to summon? I don't think so. I've been killing it after like servers went down and I can't pull what I used to. They definitely did not do like a hotfix for rogues or anything. At least I highly, highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. I'm seeing if Flood wants to join in. 1 sec. Oh, Solo wants in. Oh, let's go. We got you guys a +1. We got a +1. We got a +1. They need a sec. Script not to show LUA errors. Hide LUA errors. Here we go. Invite. Let's go. We got a +1, boys. Wait, tell me you're here. Karis? Are you offline? He's offline. Uh-oh. Are we gonna need to replace him or are they gonna come back soon? Party's full. Hold on. Raid. Solar, get you in here. Karis is offline. I don't know if we'll have to replace him as well. I'll give him a second. Maybe they'll come back in a bit. Chat, we still may need one more. We still may need one more. Oh, so quick relog. Oh, okay, okay. I'll panic. Panic! Ah! That's me, man. That's my personality. I'm like, ah! Hey, guys. What's up, Ludwig? How you doing, my guy? EU? Yeah. I think I messaged you, Ludwig, if you're the same Ludwig on my reality, man. I messaged you to see if you would join in for duels. How you doing, by the way? Hope you're having a good one. But we got Bugrick in here. Everybody here? All right, we're ready. We are actually ready, chat. Actually ready this time around. All right, D-list. Then I gotta give you a lead. One of you. Which one is it? Who's it gonna be? Huge. I give huge lead. Pop. I'm gonna back up. And I need Jesus and huge buttman, right? Is it just subdued? Is it just subdued? Unreality. I gotta remember. I'm really bad at this. It is. No, it's something else. Crap. Huge buttman. What's it really do again? Crap. I don't remember. I don't remember. Oh, Johan, that's what it is. Okay. Sorry. I lost. Johan. Wargame me. 5. What am I throwing you guys into? Black Cold, Nagrand? Blade's Edge. Got it. All good, boys. All good. I just needed the real ID name. Bugrick, I appreciate you trying to help me out. What I had to do for spectator mode, I had to queue in the leaders of both groups against each other. But I guess what they could have also done is they could have passed you lead and I could have queued you. But I appreciate you. Thanks so much for helping me. Thank you much. Yo, guys, have fun. No rogues this duel. Unleash everything you got. Have fun. Make some plays. Try some builds. Do all that good stuff. Play the very best game you got, boys. Yeah. Random ad. How unusual. All good. So coming soon. After this one, we may be done for the night, Ludwig. We're trying to see if we can scrape some people together for the last one. Maybe if these boys want to go again after this one, I'll be down. But we'll see how the groups are. It is late in EU, but I'll try to see if we can get one. I will be here to get one going. But if everybody goes to sleep, not much you can do about it. Let's just keep it like that, yeah. I don't remember if I saved that one, but I guess we'll just put it here. Let's get a different song. It's a good one. Twitch. We got ourselves Buddhist over on Buddhist on a team. I don't know why I call you Buddhist. Over on team 1, we got ourselves Gamer going to be first up as a Fury Warrior, blasted out on this big old Nefaria Drake. I wish we could get like that kind of a look on our dragons. Maybe at some point in the future. With Karis going to be first up, the dragon charges in, knocking back Gamer immediately. Is he going to go for the leap? Just having to go up the stairs little by little. Karis is going to potentially go for a Shroud. Sleepwalker to Gamer. It's going to be Reflect, trying to put himself to sleep, but it's going to be able to get himself some cast versus Gamer. Got himself plenty of range with a Disintegrate. Gamer trying to see if he close that gap. Going to be a wall for the Evoker. Is unable to be interrupted. Is going to go max range. Gamer trying to see if he can back away from him. And is going to be able to put some pressure into Gamer. The man just walking away, trying to see if he can maybe bait the Evoker around next to him so he doesn't have to deal with the distance. Eternity Surge. Gamer taking a bit of damage, trying to go for an interrupt. I don't think he was able to with that wall. Going to be rude. Gamer isn't sitting in that room for long at all. Trying to see if he can go for big damage versus Karis. Karis with the big Living Flame. Is it going to be another reflected back damage to Karis with a Stormbolt to follow right after? Maybe has enough damage. Does he have himself the big execute? Oh, as the Dragon prepped to go for the deep breath, low on health, and Gamer took the opportunity to blast him out very quickly, with huge Buttman gonna be joining back in as an Elemental Shaman. And we just watched an Elemental Shaman do really well. Between the roots, between the knockbacks they have, it is really strong for them, isn't it? We got us this Bugrico on that team as well, with Alistair as well as Luso joining in. Oh, that's a good looking Mog. I gotta get myself the 1800 set. We got us this Gamer on the team with Light on that team. We got Slytherin as well as Yasha as well as Buddhist and Gamer. Kind of trying to see if he can use the cover of that ramp. Does he not have a leap? Gamer either doesn't have a leap or he's saving that leap for a little bit later. Does have a leap. Trying to see if he can avoid that totem. Is going to be the Stormbolt onto Huge, as he's going to have to find a way to live this. It's going to be Lassa. Gamer breaking out of it. Burning that Trinket is going to be a root totem for just a second. Knocking the Warrior back, but he does have a charge to close that gap yet again. Another knockback. Does he have any more gap closers? Once the knockbacks and roots come in, that's just going to be an opportunity for Huge Buttman to just unleash carnage. It's going to be Lava Birds back to back. Does he get the big procs? Trying to see if he can maximize him. Gamer is going to have a reflect for just a second. Going to be knockback with that cool tier and racial while available for Huge. Does he have any more Lava Bursts? He actually has Gamer so close to dead on the ropes right now. Interrupted on nature. Huge does not have access to Lightning Lasso or anything like that yet. Or Shaktifala knocking Gamer back as he goes in for Odin's Fury, rooting him out in the open with the Stormkeeper. Going to be Lightning Bolt at the ready, but it's going to be a full-on wall, or at least a reflect ready for Gamer. Huge, maybe in trouble. Does he just bleed out right now, trying to go for a bit of healing? Man, those bleeds with the battle message trick give you a little bit of health to work with. But as soon as that Bard health goes away, you're just in trouble. It's going to try to see if it can avoid the warrior. Totem down, may have to just eliminate the totem. Just took him one quick bloodthirst. The bloodbath build, bloodthirst build is so strong right now for these guys. Huge in that execute rage. The warrior charges back in, not letting him go anywhere at all. He wants to separate away from the warrior, but he just cannot do that all game. We just use himself a proc or two. He may just have him huge. Or shock to follow. Does he have any more survivability? Root onto Gamer. Does go for Stormbolt. Can't quite reach him. Is that going to be an execute potential here? Going to be healing surges for Huge. Trying to recover. Maybe enough. Oh no, it does go down. As a swap to the wrong person at the worst time. With Alyssa going to be up next. Demon Hunter needs to find a way to chop down Gamer if he can. Big Hunt with the soul breaks. It's going to be a lot of damage for him to cleave right through him. Reflect up for Gamer for just a second. Fear onto the Demon Hunter. As Lysso does get a bleed, does get a slow onto Gamer. Should be maybe enough damage to just whittle him down a little bit. Needs a demon proc right now as Gamer unleashing the full carnage. Big avatar, massive bleeds at the ready. Trying to see if he can make those bloodthirst work and make a play. Lysso with a big AoE stun. Gonna be forcing a trinket out of the warrior. Blade dance to follow right after. Gamer at no health whatsoever. Does have a leap with a reflect in case any chaos damage comes through by Lysso. Does get a stun around the corner. I don't think you can reflect the stun, can you? Big bleeds back for Gamer. Does get counter aggressive. Lysso backpedaling out of there. That's gonna be mad. Executes back to back. It's gonna be imprisoned, but Gamer does not get executed. It's a Stormbolt. Trinket. Oh, just walks in and executes him. Slamming him down just like that. With Alistair gonna be up next. Charging out as an Unholy DK. He needs to make sure he gets the most amount of dot damage on him as best he can. I gotta move that song out of the mix. I'm not feeling it anymore. Generally it's a good song, but I'm not feeling it anymore. Or as much as I used to. Gonna be a big A-bomb joining in. Alistair trying to see if he can lock down Gamer. Is going to get back out in the open. He's not letting him run anywhere at all. You ain't getting to run anywhere away from me, bud. Defensive stance up for Gamer. May be able to survive through the onslaught of the undead. Blind as the undeads are still attacking Gamer. At least the A-bomb is. Is it blind? Is the idea to like go for a blind and let the pets continue attacking him? Or is it just like to peel away from the guy just to like maybe wait out a defensive? I do wonder. He does use the blind, seems like aggressively. Gamer at no hope whatsoever. Does he potentially survive this? Is that going to be going down? Alistair does end up capitalizing on getting the big old execute. With Slytherin charging in, going to be up next. Kind of started a little bit early, but gonna be a quick silence onto Alistair. A Slytherin trying to maybe go for a big touch to the match. He does have the death that basic on the ropes. The death that better be extra careful. AMS is up. Slytherin just gotta wait for the AMS. Just jumping off the bridge. Got a couple of missiles to see if he can crack those defenses. Alistair needs Deathstrikes right now. He has a lot of runic power. Does get frozen. Slytherin, does he take him out right here? Potentially. Big barrage is all he needs. Gonna be the death pack to give him a little bit extra health to work with. Does necrotic a lot of the health out. This is where the mage can just chip away at the health of Alistair, knowing that he can't really go for any kind of proper recovery. That's gonna be death claws flying in. Alistair popping in IBF. May need to use a dome in order to give himself a little bit extra defense. But being out in the open, max range away from Slytherin, who gives him mobility while moving, it's gonna be a really rough situation to be in. Definitely needs to grip the mage back down if he can. Can he grip him at all? AMS is up. Using AMS as well as a dome to give himself a little bit of cover, but it's only prolonging the inevitable because I think the mage might just have him. All the time up for the mage is going to be able to put himself back in a good spot in case he needs to. Big barrages, silence to follow. Alistair needs all the healing in the world. Blind. A defensive blind is a good. Well done. Actually, no. Oh no, we just poured back up top. Does Alistair see him? I think Alistair was expecting for him to be downhill. But that all the time was actually just well done. Barrage for Slytherin, taking him out. Rika, last one left over for that team. Got himself the full set of gear, so 1800 set secured already. Slytherin trying to potentially give him a maybe a run for his money. Bug Rika with a big old kick, jab to follow. Does he have himself the strike of the Windlord? Because that's going to reduce. You better take advantage of it right now before it does get reduced in the future. Powered by Bug Rika to re-center himself back on top of the bridge. Charging back out towards Slytherin. Is it going to be enough damage? Slytherin got plenty of mobility. That's going to be the reversal blinks too. That's a really strong. Gonna go for a bit of a soothing miss at 35% dampening. Trying to do whatever he can, just survive. Wall to follow, just getting chipped away out by the mage. Big knockup into a freeze on top of it too. As Slytherin controlling the mobility of Bug Rika entirely. See the misses at the ready. Got himself a little bit of that survivability. More missiles chipping away. It's gonna be potentially just maybe an ice block. I don't even know if he has to ice block, but it's gonna just be karma and just blasting right through it. Rika still has a couple of differences though. Diffuse Magic as well as Dampen Harm are still ready. He could utilize those in order to reduce the damage of Slytherin. Trying to give him some more healing. It's going to be a Soothing Mist interrupted. Barrage could end him. In cap. Ice Block. I think it's over. But Rika with a heal. Soothing Mist. That's all he's really got. Oh, Slytherin just ends up missiling you down. Does not give you a chance at all. My goodness, boys. Was Slytherin getting 2? Was that the Warrior getting 3 kills and then Slytherin getting 2? I think it might have been. That's crazy. Fear Warrior makes 0 sense. Yeah, Fear Warrior's got a lot of damage right now. Bloodthirst, a Bloodbath build in particular is very, very strong. Right now they got a pretty big Bloodthirst build where they focus on doing as much damage with Bloodthirst. Not even as much like Raging Blows or anything. Jesus is technically ready. I don't know if Johan is ready. If Johan still has a team, man, I'll be down to go one more. But yeah, if you guys are done, you guys are done. It is late, so if you guys gotta go, don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. I gotta work, I gotta get done. Actually, I got a raid to get to in a bit, don't I? Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, I gotta get myself a quick little bit of food and then get back in there. Oh no. Dude, tonight is gonna be a long night for me, man. It is gonna be a long, long night. My goodness. Did the team fall apart, boys? Or do you still have a 5-man? I'll probably gotta go anyway, even if you have a 5-man. 38k HPS is blood DK overall for a plus 11. That's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. Predictable with the nerfs now. What do you mean? Which class is the best self-healing of the game right now? Hard to tell, Ian. They are nerfing some of the classes at the moment. I mean, I was expecting for them to nerf the rogues and nerf maybe certain classes. Like, some classes were really, really tanky. So some of these nerfs were more or less predictable to a degree. Yeah, I think we'll call it here though, boys. I think we'll call it here. I got a raid to get to. Literally, we're raiding all week this week. It's gonna be rough. I gotta get myself some food, hop in a raid, get some of these bosses cracked out of the way. But thank you so much for joining. I do appreciate you. Well, now from Huge Buttonman's team, we'll call it there, boys. It's been a long, long night of duels, and I gotta get some stuff done anyway. Completely forgot about the raid tonight. Thank you all. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you guys enjoyed. Super fun hanging out with all of you. Tomorrow we got more 5v5 1v1 DUELS on the day, boys. And we're going to be diving into more content this week in particular. I want to do some solo queue on stream. I think that'll be really fun. Maybe if I am not completely dead someday, not completely drained, maybe we can get some stuff done, potentially. Thank you all. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for coming by. Be seeing you guys tomorrow for even more 5v5 1v1 DUELS. Alrighty, you guys have a good one. Peace.